a death saving throw at the start of my turn, I can instead say no and just stand back up, regaining HP equal to half my maximum. I can stand if I choose, or I can stay laying down, and each creature of my choice within 30 feet of me takes radiant damage equal to 2d8 plus my charisma modifier, and is blinded until the start of the end of the current turn.
JP, I saw your updated image for Tingles, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that, actually. I thought that's like one of the best ones I've seen. I'm gonna update your...
It's just grown a mane suddenly.
I like the vibe, though. It speaks so much more to Tingles for me. This,
Right.
if you don't mind me sharing it with them.
Yeah, he's got like this fur cloak, you know, like hanging from his back, and he's just...
By the way, you are
Super.
Lord Tingles now.
That's true. Lord.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I think I'm still leaning
play on that.
towards. I think I'm still leaning towards the samurai fighter,
Cool.
because I think that, yeah, basically, the one that I use most is the battle feature that I use most is effectively replaced by Fighting Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I'll take a look at the spell list, actually, for the Paladin, because that might be the make or break for me.
Hey Nate, I don't want to take up a lot of time, but I just wanted to work out how much money I'm supposed to have.
Oh, from all your preparing and stuff?
All my buying.
You tell me.
Not
Honestly, I'd try
a shame.
like if you just want to... Oh, stuff to sell. I guess is your biggest question marks.
Yeah. And there's only one thing on the buy list, which I know what the same magical prices says, but it's really more of a question of the selling.
Of selling. The Gem of Seeing. Whatever the sane magical list for Gem of Seeing, I'm totally fine with that. And you're looking to buy, so your biggest thing, crystals, mundane stuff like that. Sounds fine to me. 365 uses of chalk for reasons. A scroll of contingency.
It's a level 6 spell.
I find it funny that if I go Paladin... I find it funny, if I do go Paladin, I can regain Death Ward.
Death Ward's clutch. Let's say, for a Scroll of Contingency, I definitely think the gems worth 1,500 gold will be added to the price of a level 6 spell.
It's the gem's worth 1,500. The statue,
Yeah.
carved from ivory, it's in the list.
Okay. In that case, yeah, just whatever. Did Sane have pricing for leveled spell scrolls?
Yeah, it's a 1250, I think.
1250. I'm fine with that.
Level 6, 1280.
It's pretty low for like higher level spells, but let's just, as long as you're not like buying like 50 uses of it, I'm not that worried about it.
I'm sorry, is the
to your spell list? That's why you're getting it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, so price of the scroll from saying the item of 1500, but then I guess you'll need to get more statues. I thought it was gonna be like a one-time thing, so just don't forget you need that stat. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Oh, do I need it?
No, it doesn't consume it. Just kidding. Just kidding. Does not consume it. Yep, all that checks out. It's funny, I thought there would be a lot more in your scribe list.
Yeah, 3 of them are from the same book.
Ooh, plane shift. We needed to figure out. I mean, I guess the simplest thing is for your plane shift inscription that you would come out the gate with a Shadowfell attunement or attuned tuning fork. Is that fine with you, or do you want to think about? Because picking up plane shift without the ability to actually go anywhere.
Well, I was scribing it just because it was in the book. I was going to be scribing it from the book, not from the scroll I have.
Right. But does that make sense though? Like, I guess you're just inscribing it because you can, and then if you find a tuning fork, what's your thought?
I didn't have like a particular idea in mind for it. It's just it was something I had to scribe available. So
if you're your downtime, if you wanted to make a roll, like an investigation check to see if you can find a tuning fork for a particular plane, I'm like totally fine with that.
Alright, well, I'm gonna subtract all this money then.
Any interest in doing the roll for a tuning fork?
Don't I have a tuning fork? Could I give him one?
You have one, right? So when you cast plane shift, like if you cast it, you're like you pull out your tuning fork and you go to the Fae. Giving it to him doesn't help if you're both like. Does that make sense? Now you can't cast it if you give him that item.
Well, I didn't pick up plane shift. I only had it because I was going to try and send the king there.
Oh, that's right. We talked about it. Well,
so I had the tuning fork.
I was giving you the tuning fork if you picked up plane shift. Does that make sense? But one of those things, if Justin is like, you know what, Feywild seems easy enough. Maybe Tingles picks one up between all of his glitter explosions, and that's the one he chooses. I'm fine with that. You know, he wouldn't have
every time we bring that up, I'm just reminded because I wasn't even thinking about it, and now I'm like, that's right. Let's see how I can squeeze that into the session.
I definitely have been telling people. What was it? Thursday, they're doing a year of downtime. They like you guys all like hit the same point, which I thought was very satisfying for me as a DM. And one of them can't make it Thursday, and I was like, I really want to put it off because she's also one of the better like improvers. I was like, as an example, on Monday we solved the curse through a dominatrix. So you never know what's going to happen during this very unique kind of. D&D experience. I really do feel like sessions like that where it's just like let's just define the narrative together is very rare. So I think these are very cool sessions. All right, Justin, any thoughts on planes Rollins for tuning forks? No pressure.
I'm actually good just having the scroll.
Okay.
Because it already is bound towards one specific destination, and if I want to go somewhere else, then I can pick something else up along the way or whenever.
Well, just so you know, tuning forks, in my opinion, are very rare, and you'll have to like a very, very specific item. Especially, in my opinion, not that I have hard numbers for it, but like Shadowfell, Feywild are easier because they are very close to the material plane, quote unquote, of the map of the astral planes and stuff like that, or the planes in general. But then, like the more exotic it gets, the much harder it would be to find it. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So. Just for your own consideration going forward. All right.
I believe I have made my final decision.
Okie dokie. What you got?
Samurai.
Samurai! Very cool.
Hey.
All right. Did you pick all your spells out, Jeff, for Orc Foe level 16?
Spells?
I'm
Now, I
just
am
making a joke
tempted
about
to do the subclass switch.
that. That's right. I was thinking of you too, because I know you barbarians is kind of easy.
Yeah.
What are the what capstone abilities for barbarian?
The capstone's not affected by subclass. It's strength becomes like super duper
my brain,
stupid.
I know I've mentioned a few times is even just like dipping in the champion fighter or something for like action surge and that like crit on 19 could feel good. But I just don't remember what you would be giving up to get that. Because I think you need at least a level dip. Or maybe
the 20th level is strength and constitution increased by 4, which is pretty good, but those are both already pretty high. Like, my con would be
I think it would be the subclass stuff you'd have to give up, right? Because I think if you went champion fighter, as an example, but you might be like, you know what, I want to try battle. You've been training with Cadmail, and like, you know what, I'm gonna pick up some battle maneuvers. So it's 3rd level to get the crit. What action surge? What comes level 2? So let's say, let me look at subclass stuff. So 14th is that barbarian.
Yeah, so right now I'd be giving up the
Brutal critical.
persistent rage, which is fine. I'll eventually get that. Got enough rages.
So it looks like you'd be giving up. Let's say hypothetically you wanted to get the full benefit of the action surge and the crit on 19.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the table? There it is. Brutal critical. I know that you'd be giving up 18, 19, 20. So you get brutal critical. Indomitable might, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if then you turn strength, which lets your strength score, you can use that score in place of the total. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Like that's very, it's good, but it is very situational, right?
Right.
But I guess you can always know, like, I can always grapple. It's like, or not always grapple, but you can always get a 22 on that check.
If you look at the Path of the Totem Warrior, the reason I would be doing it, like the Bearbarian stuff, where like I'm resistant to all damage except psychic, is pretty cool. But I would be doing it for the last one, the
Which
wolf
one?
while you're raging.
Totem Warrior is what you said.
Yeah, it's linked in the chat there. Path of the Totem Warrior. It's the wolf on the 14th level one. You can use a bonus action to knock someone prone. So it's like
just when you hit, there's no check or anything. That's
right.
Cool. And it's funny enough, I did think of you just from a narrative standpoint of like during the year you've learned to like rechannel how your rage, the influence of the demon chimera, kind of rechanneling it to something different. Is it total?
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
It's really good that you get like the resistance to a lot of damage. Is that
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all damage except for psychic. I think I'm gonna do it and just deal without the climbing thing. So like I think it makes sense narratively because like you said, like I've had a year of downtime. I'm doing like yoga and wellness and investing in my community.
I remember if you make your choices and you're not happy with it, it's not a big deal to switch back.
Gotcha. And my animal form will bust right back out. Thing is, with Thorncleaver, I don't use the natural weapons, and that's the real, like the claws are really what I would really want to get into, and it's hard to give up Thorncleaver.
Oh, Thorncleaver disappeared. Sorry.
I mean, it's if you want to play that, that's fine.
It's your toy. You choose what you want to do with it.
Yeah, got you. It's hard to give up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try the totem at least for one go.
Commune with nature. Spirit walker. Yeah, I love that for the yoga. For him. And so at 14th level you gain a magic based on the animal of your choice. Oh, so you only
it's definitely wolf on the last one. Yeah, but the middle one I'm not sure of. The 6th level one. Because I can already do the flying thing.
That's just...
Yeah. Probably Eagle just for funsies. Oh, there's like more stuff. I guess Tasha's had some stuff in this or something.
Oh yeah.
What does... Here, I'll look it up somewhere else. I'll figure it out. I got it. Something else for Orc
we
Pro
are
is like...
rolling in the combat, right? So you guys might as well get your character sheet settled. But
Oh, we are?
yeah. So on the recap, because portals were opening up in the middle of the coronation with...
Oh, yeah.
And creatures are stepping out of it, as you guys heard the voice of a Serac. Just kind of calling out to the general, in the general vicinity. But some creatures are definitely coming out. That's why I'm just taking our time to get character sheets done, because we're starting in combat. Spoiler alert.
Can I change the spells I had prepared?
Actually,
well, you know what? No, actually.
I was gonna say probably not, because I don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Yeah,
exactly. I'm like, I'm gonna take out the item of Lich King, please.
I'm gonna go to this coronation with a delayed blast fireball just in case.
I do think it's fair to say that I would have had one of those dragon potions brewed up, though.
Yeah, there's
because I'm going to like Dragon Castle.
Yeah, you all are like practical, right? You know, but nothing designed against the foes at hand. If that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I will say I still have fireball and stuff like that prepared.
Yeah. Or if it's like, if you don't have the dragon potion prepared every day, we're gonna fucking fight.
That's you, Nick. So, I know at some point I would have wanted to try and get the +3 shield. Would you allow that?
Yeah, if you got the money and the resources for it. Yep.
Cool. Because, yeah, it says 24,000 via the same magical prices, plus presumably the, like, 5 gold the actual shield costs. Which will quite handily replace my regular +0 shield.
Nice. Yeah, 1%.
Well, I have spells now.
Oh, you have spells. Like Druid Craft or something.
Cost of 10 gold. Oh, man, that's too much.
Going broke, boys. All right. By the way,
I'm down to just over 1,000 gold.
Random thought just popped in my head. If you wanted to try and take some of your gold and invest it with all your all your lands and shit, I feel like you're a businessman. If you ever want to like just,
I think he's become a real estate mogul, kind of. You know,
I do think it's an intelligence role though, to see how well you do.
Okay, sure.
Actually, as a member of the nobility, you would probably have land. Also, as a knight, so
that's what I'm saying. Like there's 2 levels here, right? Of him like progressing. A could have been just accumulation of resources. At the very least, you married up, right? But if you wanted to like bet your money right now, essentially, and like, I would keep it very simple. Of like, however much gold you put in. Maybe the more gold, the lower the DC. You know how the whole like the more money you got kind of vibe. But then it would just be like an intelligence check, and then like a return on investment. If you roll like a natural 1 though, that money's just gone.
I can re-roll it. Sorry. Yeah, so I have 27,000, almost 27,000 gold. Right. So I think I would do about half, like 13,000. Right.
So 13,000 gold.
So what would the?
Because in my brain, this is like early on. You like start putting the money in, start getting things moving, and then it just, if the money was growing, it'd go bigger and bigger.
You should choose a risk tolerance level to set the DC.
I'm not good with investment kind of stuff, but if you guys want to give me advice on it, I'm here for it.
I'll be your investment advisor.
What do you need to do?
No, because see, last time, remember, I joked, like, kind of halfway, I was halfway serious that Orpho was going to be, like, investing his money.
Oh, yeah, you did say that, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. If you want to
like,
make the same kind of roll or something, you can.
Now, here's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't want to change what's in my kind of inventory as gold, but that I would have, like, invested in my community. So, like, my parents are set up, and, like, you know, the little orphanage is nice, but, like...
That doesn't sound like investment. That sounds like charity. Meanwhile, Ingalls doesn't give a shit about the little kid.
Yeah, let me see if I can logic out a high risk versus low risk thing here. Yeah, maybe that would just determine the DC, and that would just make the roll. So what do you think? Return on investment on a high risk would be like 10 times the amount, and then low would be like 1 or like double your amount, maybe.
I think high, if you roll really well, is going to be like 20 times.
Well, see, here's the thing, right?
Is,
So JP as Tingles will tell me either how he wants invested, high risk or low risk, and then that will determine the DC, and it'll just be one roll, not a scale.
So if we're going that route, I would have to say that, let's say his total investing amount, or total amount that he's willing to invest of the 13,000, that like 8,000 of it would be low risk, and then 5,000 of it would be high risk, kind of thing.
Well,
I know you said don't make it complicated.
It's funny enough, I was writing something out. So I'm thinking high, medium, low. Sorry, I will go back to what you said. But like, since it's just an intelligence check, right, there's not a skill involved. The DC for high with a 10 times return on investment would be a DC 20. Medium would be 5 times the return on investment, which would be a DC 15. And then low would be a DC 10 with a 2 times return on investment. Does that sound fair?
Well,
I'm looking for advice on that. Like,
yeah. No, I mean, I think
sounds more than fair. 2 times is
yeah.
I mean, it's still good, right? It's D&D, right? I still want you to like still make money.
Right. So I mean, if it's an intelligence check, I don't have any modifier to intelligence, so it's just a straight roll.
You can. This is kind of what I did with your persuasion. Your bardic inspiration, you can use it on yourself now. So again, I would allow bardic inspiration because you would be cunning enough, and like again, I kind of described the stuff before, like in the business meetings and stuff. This is you making the rolls of like, you know, sell me your inn for a lower price. You know,
I feel like I should go medium and low because my rolls lately have just been such shit. Like,
I mean,
if
that's fair. If you want to hedge your bets, right? And like, does that make sense? Like, you can do partial money at medium and partial money at low.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I would do 8,000 at low and 5,000 at medium.
All right,
that makes sense.
5,000 at medium, 8,000 at low.
Mm-hmm. And it's an intelligence, and then I can do a bardic inspiration if I need to on both.
Yep. And don't roll 2 natural ones in a row, or I think that will bust both your investments.
Okay, so 8.
Well, sorry, we should. Sorry, wait. We didn't declare which one this is for yet, right?
We'll call this the medium. I was going to start from the top anyway and work down. Okay, so I'm going to do my bardic inspiration 1d12, right? Isn't that what it is? Yeah, 1d12.
High level bards are like OP.
I mean, high level all characters.
So 16. Yeah. I think I met the DC for medium, right? You said 16, high was 20.
So 5 times 5, you just got 20,000 gold.
Okay. 20,000 extra or 15,000?
It was 25. It was 5 times 5 of 25, right?
So okay, so add 25 to it. Okay.
Yeah, so for that 5, you made 20.
Alright, let me add that. And then this is for the 8,000, right?
Yeah.
And at a 10 DC or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well I got that.
Yep. So another 8,000 on top, so 16,000 total.
Yeah, see, I would have failed the high if I went high. I mean, if I rolled this one on high, I would have gotten it because I could have gotten it with Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah,
but I did this
first
on
one, you
low.
would have lost that
Yeah.
investment. Yeah.
So what is that? 16,000.
Yep. If you had subtracted at 8 originally. Does that make sense? I'm not sure how you did it in your inventory, but you made.
No, I hadn't. I was only going to remove it if I failed. So
you made
just
it.
add 8,000 to it. Yeah. Okay. It's not bad. I'm banking.
You had to sleep with so many people to get what you needed for your business.
Bro, I will sleep with more.
That was the first time I've ever done business investment. That's interesting. Though we could start then talking about the whole classic. There's been some fun blogs about what actually happens to an economy if the dragon horde of 1,000,000,000 billion gold, is all suddenly floods the market. Like, what does that do to the economy?
Mm.
So all of that's taken back as inflation goes through the roof. So you really made like.
What are you gonna do? Well, and I'm not sticking it to just Cormyr, right? This is like I'm gaining influence in neighboring towns and cities and such.
And this kind of applies even to Yorkville. Like in my brain, your narratives, right, for your years of downtime. I mean, this applies to all of you if you think it's appropriate. There's a lot of room there. Like those are part of your new backstories, right? In a way. If you're in Waterdeep or something random, right, Tingles, and you guys need a place to stay, like, do I own an inn here? Let's find out, right?
Yeah.
Like, maybe we'll go for it or something.
That's cool.
Or like, do I own a vineyard nearby? Like, you can just be creative with that broad stroke and see if we can pull it in wherever we want.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Okay. I feel like I'm playing a totally different character.
I know. I feel
now.
like you
Like,
finally
it's just
got
totally
finally
shifted.
found
Yeah.
space. Imagine Quaylen doing any of that.
Oh, Quantum would just be like he wouldn't have gotten any of that angry little asshole.
His year of downtime would have been just like.
I'm foraging and fucking goats. And
Yeah,
extorting people.
Instead of a black book for like girls, the black book of the kind of different species of animal.
But like my whole thing now, the only way I can, what's it, wild shape is if I've fornicated with it.
Oh gosh. I mean, to be fair, wild shape is very much it's how to be creatures you've like seen, right? So I love.
Right.
Way too appropriate for Quaylen. Maybe I should give his level 20 ability. That will be Gary's abilities to turn into animals or creatures that he has sex with. All right. Cool.
Also, one minor detail. Tingles. Wait, who did Gary go with for this time?
Orkville.
Oh, okay. Well, Tingles has like totally shifted his disposition towards Gary.
Don't fuck with me. What are you doing with that bacon?
Like he'll have a whatever animal ready for him every time he comes to his that kind of thing.
I mean, I am all about consent, Tingles, but if you want to put me up on some blind dates while I'm in town, what do you want, though?
Oh, nothing. I have found that you are such a magnificent creature of unusual but exquisite taste, and I just find sort of familiar spirit within you.
You know, Tingles, normally I would ask for a deception check, but that's just full of shit. You don't trust me and I don't trust you.
Certainly over time I will gain your trust. But no, friend, you always have a place to stay with me. And plenty of bacon. And then I guess this is whenever we reunite, but he's just always like pocket sand, he's just gonna have pocket bacon.
So tell me more about this giant badger. You said she's got similar interests. Just because we're like similar species doesn't mean we're just gonna get off, right? It's kind of racist.
Listen, if you are looking for some kind of partner, we can certainly pursue that. But if you're just looking for a squeeze, arrange that as well.
I mean, I don't want to insult the lady, but, you know, if she doesn't just likes to have a good time, you know? Oh, maybe I can get Orpho to give me some of that potion, and then we can do some real shit. Okay, all right, Tingles. All right, I still think you're really full of shit, but if you're going to be helping me, you know, with some...
Any member of the Inglorious Badgers, especially the one whom we are named after, is welcome in the halls of Lord Tingles.
All right, Tingles.
I'm
gonna
literally,
ask you a question.
Speaking with my hands.
Yeah. Tingles, I'm going to ask you a real honest question. I like to imagine Orpho's in the room, by the way, because for the, you know, I travel with Orpho. Are you going to talk like this all the time now? Is this like your new speaking voice? It's just going to be always like this, and everything is so grand. Is it always going to be like that?
You don't get to a position as I have by speaking like the common folk. But know that I am one with the common folk, as I am. I am the intermediary. I am the conduit of the working class to the upper class. You shall share in my riches.
Leave you me.
Is that a yes?
Listen, fucker.
I'm asking a nice question. You're just like, look at your hands. Look what you're doing with your hands. You've like almost knocked over like 3 bottles off of that table because you're just grandiosely like.
I literally just throw bacon at him while he's talking.
You know, when we first met you, I'm pretty sure you were singing a song about fucking dogs in the ass, and I looked at you.
I toss like the equivalent of like 2 like 25-year-old bottles of scotch to work with.
I was like, you know what? You can talk however you want.
I love how Tingles went from just this joke character that sings mock songs and is now a marquise of Cormyr.
Right.
All right. So last time we did downtime. A year and a day passed. Orpho kind of got things more stable in Citadel Felbar. Tingles has progressed his political influence in Cormyr and is now the Marquise with Lady Rallyhorn. They have 5 children in a year's time. Don't ask how. I like to imagine that Tingles is an adopter just for all the political, or that's not to say that's adoption's political, but like, I will take the orphans of the war. Look how generous I am. Not saying
right, and he just pays like. No, but it's all just part of how he gains influence with both classes, right? But he just hires like nannies to care for them. You know what I mean?
You
like it's somewhat facade, but somewhat not.
Our prime Brad Pitt and what the fuck is
That's exactly what I was thinking. Brangelina.
Brangelina. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You guys are prime that.
Tinglehorn.
I only learned about shipping names and stuff until recently, so now I'm glad I didn't know that before, but now it's in my head. Brangelina or whatever it is. All right. Yeah. So you have progressed. Prince Cadmail has gotten married, has a loving relationship with Princess Realm Thamasa.
With Romual's sister.
Mm-hmm. And you've done your own like procession around, doing connections. You've created a military alliance. You've created NATO with neighboring countries of Cormyr. And along the way, King Gadway had told you he was wanting to, retire and have you become King Cadmail. And before we get to that moment, Romual has created a super secret base. Has anybody actually taken the time to check out Romual's secret base? Because I do. There's on one hand, it's just I love it. It's secret, and I also, if you guys do visit, I want to hear Romual describe what the experience is like. But also, the really sad thought of Romulus, like, hey guys, I got this new place. You guys should check it out. I'm like, oh yeah, totally. We'll totally check it out. And then like a year passed,
No
and
way.
no one's ever. Romulus' sad, lonely little secret citadel that no one's ever gone to. So is anybody
Probably
like
sent
Orko
them
would've-
like gifts.
You just send gifts.
I
but you
feel like
never go.
Orko would have
Yeah.
tried to go on the way to Cormyr.
And so Orko pops in. Is there a housewarming party, Romul? Do you send out invitations to everyone?
I mean, yeah, if I knew he's coming, it's fine.
So Tingle's in Cadmill and Cormyr, you hear that Orkfo's on the way. He's going to be popping at Romul's secret, super secret fort that he made out of. blankets and
Well, how
chairs.
secret do you want it to keep it? Because if I show up, I'm showing up with like a kind of thing.
We've created a monster in Tingles.
You guys are gonna hate me. You hated me before. You didn't know how much you could hate me.
Really secret. So
Romul just kills all of your entourage, and now it's just a secret between the two of you.
Yeah. So I guess you would have somehow indicated that in the invite, right?
right.
That you intend to keep it secret. Then I would just show up.
P.S.
Like-
Tingles, do not bring your entourage. Remember, secret. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm
EPS,
projecting a lot on
That
you.
includes your wife.
Yeah, Romul, do you trust Lady Rallyhorn? Does Tingles get to bring Rallyhorn? Listen.
Yeah, that's fine. I had to think about it.
Oh, good.
Hmm.
So it's not, but then the Tingles, is this the guy's night away? Is this the guys, let's start an annual trip, and it's happened once because it's only been a year.
Yeah, I probably would have treated that as like a annual retreat, you know, of just the Inglorious Badgers kind of thing.
Cadmill.
But yeah, Cadmail absolutely would have wanted to stop by Romul's place.
Do you visit
Probably
often?
not long before the coronation.
Yeah, do you visit like on more than once in the year, or is it just the guys are getting together, I should finally take time out of my busy schedule to get over there?
I think it would be like once early on, and then Cadmail was, making the rounds, doing the meet and greets at various.
If I'm
conventions.
carrying the sending stones, then if Romul knows ahead of time, he can essentially come pick you up.
True.
So
Okay, I'm all
you know,
over the place right
I
now.
wouldn't expect anyone to travel. It's out of the way.
My new joke, it's Romul spent a year trying to get you guys together to play a game. Guys, I want to play Office and Bosses. It's really cool. All we need to get is a free night together. Everyone's so busy becoming princes and kings and coronations and marriages. You guys finally get together. All right, so it sounds like everyone.
That's really meta. He tries to get together and play D&D inside D&D.
Yep. What I love the one I've heard, and as a joke on a podcast, is Offices and Bosses.
That's funny.
Which I feel like maybe or Tingles and maybe even Orkfo on the investment side, like Office and Bosses sounds awesome.
Right. You guys want to play Offices and Bosses? Who's DMing though?
No, GM, General Manager.
Just CEO.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good one, Riley. The GM, the office manager. All right, yeah. So, Rama, it's up to you. I'm not putting you on the spot. I don't know if you've thought of anything aesthetically. Is there anything you would like to tell the guys about your secret fort? How you want it to appear on the outside? Any fun things they get into on the inside? Do you give them a grand tour?
I guess there's nothing really appealing about it on the outside. Like, it describes the layout of it in the spell, and so it's basically a square wall with a square keep inside of it.
Well, it's one of those
and
things.
I-
Have fun with it if you want. If you want, no pressure. Like Romeo could be like, I'm fine with that. But if you think he's like wants to spruce it up on the outside, you know, he can do that. If you want, no pressure.
Yeah, all I would probably say is some of the towers would probably have to be like crooked or windy, or like, I don't know, something was went wrong with the spell cast.
Some of it just looks a little
Tried
off.
Right.
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
I
on
can't-
One of the towers.
Yeah, one of the towers or something has a slight lean to it. And another one is just like slightly crooked, not perfectly connected to the adjacent wall.
Love it. Yeah, so you guys are all like gathered outside of Romil as he's showing the big tour, and you see like a crooked tower over in one corner.
What happened there?
You know, I'm not sure. I tried to fix it, but then this wall over here was crooked the next week.
You know, Tingos has got a good potion for that kind of problem.
Yeah, I know. In my business dealings, of course, I've crossed many an architect or many
I'm making a
handyman
limp dick
or
joke,
interior
Tinkles.
design. Oh, fuck you, Gary. Here, have some bacon.
Did you make this? Or did you just like...
It's my pocket bacon, Gary.
I'm talking to him about his fort.
Oh, I never know who you're talking to, Gary.
Look where I'm looking at. Am I even looking at you right now? No, Tingles. God, I always gotta be the center of attention. God.
For some reason, when I imagine that he's chewing bacon, I feel like he gets pug eyes where they just point in different directions. It's just
I do love it. Well, no, we are, man. I miss what's his name? Our cross-eyed owl, Rico. I haven't seen
Rico.
Rico in like months of gameplay.
Yeah, that was kind of the idea behind the crooked tower and stuff.
Oh,
It's like
all
there's
your
just
stuff. It's like
some-
something off about it.
All right, it's like I wanted to have one simulacrum active over the course of that year, and I like to think he has an eye patch on because he has like
Please,
he's like cockeyed or
yeah,
something.
please tell me he's cockeyed just like Rico. All right, yeah. So the grand outer, and it's like it's cold. I like to imagine, but again, this is just me speaking out loud. I'm saying this is fact. That you took some of the goblin bodies and you like hung skulls up in the trees nearby as deterrence. Beware those who cross this path. Yeah, but there's just this. You guys are outside of a lonely tundra environment with this just tower rising up in the mountains.
Yep, and I kind of want Overgrowth to take it.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, so vines
So,
are kind of going
no
up both
cutting.
sides.
Yeah, no cutting the lawn or anything. Just
Are you gonna give us a tour?
sure. Oh well, you know what? I think I said I didn't want it to have doors.
You're just gonna pop us in, right? Just kind of bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, sure. And teleport us all up to the top.
So when you say the top, are they on top of like the central structure, or are you like inside now?
The top of the keep.
The top.
Um,
Yeah. So no pressure. Just, like,
On.
Any interesting details? Do they meet your simulacrums walking around, or is there a library with swirling starscapes and all the planes moving about? Map of the planes in your library. Is there?
Yeah, I'd like to think there's because it's 3 floors or so. So there's a library, and one floor is probably dedicated to just collecting whatever books you can get, and then one floor is like a general living area, and then one floor is probably just a lot of storage, where there's a chamber that may or may not have just a random Romulan-shaped body
Romul,
in a barrel.
You have like the power of the gods and stuff, and you build a fucking library? You're such a nerd.
Oh, I wouldn't call this a library, just a little bookcase I have.
There's like, I'm just projecting, please don't take this as fact. When you said library, I thought there would be like hundreds of books. But how many books are there? And when you say a little bookshelf, is it a room filled with books, or is it literally just a bookshelf? Like,
I'd say one of the floors I would have dedicated. Like, none of the bookshelves are completely filled out, but
you could have built like a cool ninja warrior fort or something like path in here, but instead you did a fucking library, man. Cool factor was up here because you're a fucking god wizard, but now it's down here.
This place is cool
Well,
as heck, man.
I also have some servants, and I can serve something like 100 pounds of bacon a day, if I were to want it.
You were down here, but now you're fucking up here. Where are the servants at?
I guess the floor under the library, I suppose.
You suppose? I'm fucking. Alright, I'm gonna go find.
Well, I don't
Is there
think you'll
anything
be
else
able to
you
see
can
any of them.
Well, I don't care about your servant, I'm caring about the bacon. Can I. If I step on something, am I gonna blow up and die? Or can I just wander around and start poking my nose in the shit?
You can go wherever, just no going on the bottom floor.
Oh yeah, don't go on the bottom floor. I'm gonna go find bacon.
So what'd you say about a something the size of Romulan? What did you say in your description earlier? You said something?
In the storage area, I'd say there's one of his clones is being stored in there, so it's like in a large crystal vat.
And is that something they all see?
No, that's why I said don't go on the bottom floor.
I didn't know if that was like a part of the description of what they saw in verses. Yeah, I just want to make sure. So they don't see any of your clones or simulacrum or anything like that?
No.
Okay, that's totally fine. All right.
Not unless they go to look at that. I don't care if they do.
Anybody?
You sure
wanna
we're not
be
talking
nosy?
to one of them right now?
Do
It's
any
like,
of
is he
them-
looking
Romeo
at
just
two of you?
steps like, and welcome everyone. We're like, holy shit!
Oh, hey
This
guys.
is merely one of my stupid clones.
Romul 2 walks out. Do any of them know about your simulacrum or clones yet?
I probably wouldn't have mentioned it.
Totally fine. Anything odd or interesting you want to mention about it? Anything that would catch their eyes or their attention before you guys sit down for a game of offices and bosses?
No, I can't think of anything.
I'll just say to Romuald, I'll say, hey Romuald, are you still trying to court Tatiana, or has another maiden caught your eye?
Well, I haven't really thought about it, I guess.
Well, listen, whenever you finally decide to think about it, I've got some great books you can add to your library on cunnilingus. That shit's dope, bro.
Also, Singles is actually, you'd be surprised. Sorry, I got a bacon in my mouth. You'd be really surprised. She actually is really good at networking and hooking you up with people. I had a lovely date the other night with this lovely... I don't want to say goat because we've done goat too many times.
Antelope.
Sorry, this is kind of weird. This fey creature named a satyr.
Oh.
I didn't know about him, but he knows what makes you click. I'll say that much. So when you're ready, Rami, you should give Mr.
I'm sorry,
Rattlehorn-
Gary. Was this a compliment
No, fuck you!
of some sort? Here's some bacon.
I'm just kidding. That was a compliment. We're getting along a little bit better.
Do you have any connections in the Shadowfell by chance?
I might know a person or two who may have some insight on that matter.
Roll
Nate, I guess I'd
a
have to roll.
history check. The DC's
Yeah.
very high.
Ooh, I'm not
Well,
gonna
not
get
very,
this.
very high, but yeah, it's just an insight check.
Can I get bardic inspiration?
Even with a 12 of 19, that was not high enough of a DC.
That wouldn't work. Okay. If I don't know someone yet, I could probably know someone soon. You just tell me, and I will search. Anything for you, my friend.
I appreciate it.
Aside from
As
that,
I said, I'm not really worried about it.
I can call upon a few women who know how to make your toes curl.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right. What are we gonna do now?
Officers and bosses?
Right? Did everybody bring their dice?
Others. Who's gonna be
I pull
office
out, like,
manager?
Crazy. Oh, I bring dice as gifts for everyone, like made out of like whatever your like. Think of like gems or like rubies and emeralds and stuff like that. Dice made out of whatever your favorite gem is or whatever. Blah 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 blah. Oh, here I have dice for everyone. Here, take.
Guys,
Onyx for me.
Okay, boom.
guys, Tingles is getting kind of cool because he just gives you a lot of expensive stuff now.
He's so nice.
It's very generous.
I do have a question though. Is Tingles your first name or your last name? Or are you
My
just
name is
Tingles?
simply Tingles, but normally in general circumstances, people refer to me as Lord Tingles of the Bay. Just call me Tingles. Tingles
I'm
of
gonna
Bay.
call you Lordy. Oh lordy.
Did Cadmail come?
Tingles O'Fay is actually a really
He
good
did.
name.
Why, of course.
So, are you Prince or do we call you King now?
The coordination has not
I
happened.
Your-
believe the coronation is in another month or two.
Well, what do we call you when that happens? Your Grace?
After you will call me... whatever. You could call me arsehole if you wish. But my official title before then, I believe, is still Prince, and then the day of, I will be King.
So, I'm just gonna come out and say it. We haven't really talked in a while and stuff, Cadmail. What's it like fucking Romulo's sister?
Very. What an inappropriate but fascinating question.
Does bring up an interesting idea. Would Romuald allow his sister to,
Oh yeah, it's all
here.
right. You said Rallyhorn can come too. But no, Tingles, you said that you're gonna solo it.
I'm treating this as like a Inglorious Badger's like annual retreat, like bro weekend.
That all that said aside, though, yeah. So Camille, you and Realm, what would you have done?
Would I have been told that this is the boys' night out?
I think I would have said the same to everybody, just, secret.
I do like to imagine that Realm walks in and like kicks Gary across the room, but I'm not saying that has to happen.
Think carefully about your next words, Cadmail.
So do you think you brought Realm, or do you think you would have been like, oh wait, no, this is a Badgers meetup?
Yeah, I think Cadmail would have come alone if he knew that it was
Bro down.
to be very secret. So
Nothing wrong with me. You're not gonna like. Cadman, none of you guys are gonna smack me or anything. Fuck it. All right, we're playing officers and bosses. I'm rolling up the most annoyingest male clerk you've ever met. Let's go.
Cat Mill's character is the son of the carriage dealership.
Camille's character dies.
yeah, it wouldn't be the son of the carriage dealership. It's just like, no, my brain has gone empty halfway through that sentence.
Fair enough. How does
Brain empty. Otherwise
for my
known
own
as
fun?
my
How
existence.
does your character die in Offices and Bosses? Or anybody else have an idea how Camille's character dies in Offices and Bosses? All I can think of is George from Seinfeld, his fiance with the envelopes.
Licking envelopes. Yeah.
Licking envelopes.
Has she been exposed to any toxic glue lately?
I just love imagine Cadmiel rolling sealing up envelopes as the mail boy. Wait, no, that was I said that was scary. But if you had to like seal up an envelope and it's like roll a Constitution saving throw versus the poison effect of the toxic glue in the envelope, and rolling that one, it's like, all right, Cadmiel, your character's dead.
I assumed Gary would be dealing.
Roll it. All right, Cadman, your character's dead. Roll a Constitution saving throw. That was.
Have you guys heard of Fossey Jaw?
I have not heard of Fossey Jaw. I have no idea what that is. That's both Nate and Gary talking. Should I Google Fossey Jaw? What's a Fossey Jaw?
It is a real life thing affecting those who worked with white phosphorus, usually in like matchsticks, which short and sweet destroys your jawbone.
Oh shit, Fossey Jaw.
Yeah.
Well, where this office is taking place was an old phosphorus warehouse, and there's still a lot of it because it was cheap real estate. And they also cut down on costs, and they got some really sketchy envelopes from a really sketchy dude. Something about should be burned. Like the boxes of envelopes says like burn these, do not spread to the public. But your boss has been cutting down on costs, and he just tries to wriggle out any penny he can. So we got those on the cheap, and yeah. So you guys are gonna contest with
I can't believe
Fossey
they
Jaw.
used a phosphorus-based adhesive. Oh,
What
that's
did you say
envelope.
the name of this town was again? Beirut?
Beirut. Is that supposed to be a Beirut joke?
Yes.
What reference is that? I'm missing the reference.
All the stored phosphorus.
Oh, is that what exploded in that?
Oh
Oh
god.
man, too soon. Too soon.
All right, and that's when Tingles. What's your character's name?
Johnson.
Johnson. That's when your Johnson leans against a wall, and you light up your cigarette for your nice long cigarette break. Romeo, what's your character's name?
It's Jacob or something. I don't know.
Jacob Zimmerheimer Smith. Jacob Smith. You see Johnson read over, and he's a new guy, and he starts lighting a cigarette because it's a break, but you know if he lights that cigarette, we're all going to die. I need you to make a dexterity check to stop him from blowing up the whole warehouse.
I would like you to roll a dexterity check, Romeo.
Oh, 19. That's a good roll, but it's not enough. Oh, sorry. You don't make it in time as Johnson lights up his cigarette and the whole place just bursts into flames and everyone dies.
Damn it, Johnson.
Johnson!
Johnson, wait!
How'd you guys like the adventure?
I just think of Zoolander. When they're going, like, what's that scene? It's like him and the other three models are all riding to the gas station and they're singing, "Wake me up before you," you know. And then they're like at the gas station just spraying gasoline all over each other. Anyway, one of them lights a cigarette.
My joke for Gary is that he's the DM who it's like, you like roll a dexterity check. No matter what you roll, it's a fail just because he wanted to see you all die. Your characters.
Oh, sorry, guys. So what'd you think? Was it a good adventure?
It was certainly quick,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
you know.
Same time next week? Roll up some new characters?
Yeah, we'll see.
I got the new expansion. The Wolves of Wall Street expansion. It's all about a stock market. There's a lot of drugs involved.
I don't know. You married folks going to be able to do it 2 weekends in a row?
Oh, that's right. Everyone's getting married and stuff.
I've got business to attend to next weekend.
What about in 2 weeks?
You know, I can plan about 6 months out.
This is too real. Just fucked up. We're never gonna be able to play again, are we? What were you gonna say, Rockfell?
It's just gonna say this is like a little on the nose.
Sorry, I started that joke and apparently I'm not letting it die, and I'm seeing this conversation. All right.
Probably you could pop up. I'm available at any time.
I was like, you know what? I just kind of, I'm just here doing my magic experiments, and I've always got a place open. I can get you guys here. Like, I've been playing Officers Bosses 3 or 4 times a week, actually.
Unfortunately, I have work obligations to tend to over the next 3 months, but afterwards.
Don't you just have to, like, tell people what to do and then do it, and then you just sit back eating bacon all day? You just be like, you, advisor, do the shit, and then you just, like, party? By the
And
way,
then you can have us at your cool castle.
Once I am king, it will be my castle, and then we can truly make the most of it.
do you know what's cooler than a castle? And I say this with all due respect, Prince Cadmiral. Tingle's party boat.
That's just a castle on water. Which, to be fair, is very awesome.
It's more than just a castle. When you're in
Full
the
of
castle,
parties.
there's all this, like, decorum and stuff.
JP, please, like, you're allowed to say I don't like that for Tingles, but apparently Gary just made up a party boat for you.
No. He kind of uses that as, again, a way to gain favor. Does beg the question, though, does Cadmill have any resentment to how much influence Tingles has gained, or any concern or question of his authenticity behind it all?
I like
If
to
he
imagine-
would have, the fact that Tingles is the one that wished him back from death, yeah, no, he is happy that Tingles is getting the
Okay.
recognition he deserves.
So great. Okay.
I wanted the resentment to be there just so for during the game of Office and Bosses, Cadmail's character's constantly trying to kill Tingle's character. It's like, we have a problem? It's like, no, we're good. It's just what my character would do.
Yeah, it's just what he would do, man.
It's just what Larry would do, man.
Well, maybe if your character wants such a bitch to mine, then maybe maybe I would not have knocked that vending machine over on you.
Okay. Johnson knows how to respond next time. But,
I think it's kind of dumb that we all died at the very end to one trap because of one person.
That was just a,
I mean,
that's not my fault you rolled so bad.
At
the
least
end of
you
the
all
first
survived to that point.
And that person wasn't me.
It's not my fault that whatever the fuck your name was, Romul, Jimothy, whatever, rolled so bad, you know? You just died. But I got a new one ready to go. You just went to you all playing werewolves in Wall Street. It's gonna be fucking crazy. And now Nate really wants to write a little mini TTRPG called Werewolves of Wall Street. Where you play
I'd play it.
werewolves. And do a lot of cocaine.
Who's got that coke?
God, my brain's going wild tonight. I immediately start thinking of American Psycho and like all the bloody scenes in that. And I'm like, that checks out.
I don't
Actually, gotta
have
be
the
very
Coke,
bloody.
but is Pepsi okay?
You should have brought Mountain Dew, goddammit!
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, but I live in a castle, not a basement.
You live in a castle, and of all the choices you're going to choose to drink is in Pepsi? You know, the last time I saw Lord Tingles, he gave me like 20-year-old scotch, and you're talking about Pepsi, and you can't even bring Mountain Dew as a prince? Oh my goodness.
Cadmail definitely would be one of the snobs who is like, why are you drinking colas? I have the perfect drink right here. A nice can. Dang it, the word slipped my mind almost as much as flavor slips its existence.
Is it nice?
That sparkling water that tastes like somebody vaguely described a fruit in the general direction of the designer.
Oh, like the LaCroix and shit like that.
Yeah, LaCroix.
Oh, LaCroix. You're like literally drinking LaCroix.
Yeah, Cadmail would just be like, the sophistication of the flavor is amazing. You should all be drinking this instead.
Cadmail, when we put on the list of shit to bring, and we put you down for drinks, none of us thought you were gonna bring fucking sparkling water. LaCroix. Orkville brought fucking pizza, and you're bringing LaCroix? Oh my gosh. Next time we play in a year, Cadmail, you're off of fucking drink duty. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm stretching this joke out way too much. All right, shall we get back into the actual crux of it?
Oh, is that a half-hour
I'm not
detour
upset that happened, but it's like, all right, welcome to the final arc. It's gonna be you all playing Office and Bosses. You're gonna be playing a TTRPG through your characters. Though that would be the perfect like post level 20 one shot.
We didn't get into Orkvo's character, but it was pretty much Dwight Schrute.
Oh,
I was thinking Jim Halpert, Michael Scott, yeah.
Oh my goodness. goodness. All right, so let's take a step back into where we are in the moment of the coronation.
Oh, so we're out of Bro Weekend at Romul's.
Yeah, that scene when it
And
was
back
supposed to
to-
happen.
Oh, damn.
That was like Cadmiel's bachelor party.
Yeah, it could have been like 100%.
Well, Singles would have brought girls if that was the case.
To
Like,
be fair,
women for everyone.
that probably would have happened on Tingle's party boat.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so it's that. Yeah, that scene would have happened during the year. That was just pretty much another downtime scene from last week. Expanding on it. This is not music. And I swear to God, I don't DM for like 4 days, and my brain just stops working. Where the fuck is that track? Here it is. Okay. Yeah, so when we ended on the year and a day of the coronation of Cadmael to King Cadmael, and as you all were on the balcony at the castle in Suzail, the capital of Cormyr, with the grand procedure, procession, and literally the queen and king putting their crowns on Cadmael and Realm's head, a voice cut out through the dark or through the air. And this balcony is like, I like to imagine it's for like ceremonial moments, and so it like juts out over the city, right? It's, to me, it's very much Gondor, Minas Tirith inspired vibe, and the voice calling out was recognizable to only to Orpho and Romuel, honestly, because Tingles didn't actually participate in that fight, and Cadmael were not there, but you recognized the ominous voice of a Serac. And admittedly, I don't remember everything he said, but he was wanting to introduce himself to all the current Badgers and such of the coronation. And I don't think he said, like, he was just very ominous. And portals started to open up on the balcony and in this air itself, and creatures started coming out of them. The portals that kind of appear in the air around the balcony have these creatures with wings and they're dark, and it's almost like they're made out of shadow. And then from the portals on the balcony, a whole bunch of minions just come pouring out, because there are soldiers, there's other lords and ladies of Cormyr. There's a lot of screaming, and fight immediately breaks out. One figure steps forward, and he's in all black armor. He has a skeletal face and this big sword on his back, and he draws it. And next to him is this tall creature, almost like a small giant, maybe like 8-9 feet tall, maybe even taller than actually, probably like 11 or 12. And as he steps through the portal and everyone begins screaming, he's got a humanoid shape to him, but across his body are a bunch of mouths, and they're all kind of like chittering and making sound as he steps out. From offices and bosses to that. All right, battle map is up. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Is there any opportunity for one of us to have, like, told everyone to get back or kind of get to safety? Like all the...
Yeah, so if you look at the map, I'm not doing a lot of tokens for stuff that doesn't matter, like all the lords and ladies.
Mhm.
As soon as the voice and the portals and creatures are going out, or like all of them are retreating.
Got it. Okay.
If you look at the map, you know, like Lady Rallyhorn's on that map. She was standing next to you, right? And all the portals start opening up. All these creatures step out. So that's where we're like bringing into the moment. She hasn't had a turn, or a chance to run away. Baron Thamasa's there, Romul's father, Princess Bryson, so you can kind of get the layout of it there. I rolled all the initiatives earlier, so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me do all that. And I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and then when we get back, we're going to jump right into combat. So prepare yourselves.
Are we taking a 10-minute?
Do you want to take a 10-minute? I was just going to take a quick pee because my bladder's about to explode. Any opinion?
I don't need it, but if anyone needs it.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick pee break, so I'll be right back.
I want to make a pee-pee.
I just realized, thanks to Elegant Courtier, I actually lose I have a penalty of -1 to my persuasion checks compared to normal.
I thought you were going off into like a sponsored message or something for the live
This
stream.
mental breakdown is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Courtier.
Any questions? Any clarifications or anything? No, I will give you this. Romul, Orkfo, you do not see a Serac. Nothing here looks like the visage of the skeletal wizard that you've seen in the past. All right. Just keep in mind, or bear with me, as I do have a good chunk of characters here, as you see. So I'll try and go as quickly as possible. But as all the screaming, people start backing up. They step out, and you just hear Sarah's voice. He's like, "I think it's time for all of us to play a little bit of a game, badges." And Princess Bryson, the warrior princess herself, immediately pulls out a sword. So token-wise, these guys are your like Cormyrean knights, and then all of these things are enemies. For your own purposes.
So these like corrupted armor are enemies.
She's just gonna immediately 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Pulls out a sword, and she starts whacking. Alright, Yep. One hit. Oh, sorry, the audio is like fudge. Oof, a natural 1. So she has 3 attacks, but only 1 lands on the thing. And potentially 10 damage on that swing. Okay, yeah. Let me check something here too. Radius is important. Actually, let me go and put a radius on this guy. All right. Yeah, so this big, tall creature with all these different mouths on it, as he comes out, the sound of all of his voices, or of all these mouths, just it's not voices talking, it's really like snarling, gnashing of teeth, and there's just so many of them, it's very discordant. So as you're stepping outside that area, it's like it almost hurts your ears. All right, Baron Famas is going to step back like this. All this guy here is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, also those tokens on the outside, those are some of the normally I don't put tokens for stuff I'm not going to interact with mechanically, but they're there for the picture of it. But I'm not going to be rolling for all of these knights and minions on the side, just for your FYI. They're just there for decorations, essentially. I don't want to waste time rolling for all that. All right, so this one's going to come up and begins to cast a spell. Yep, he's going to shoot a bolt of...
Will I be able to counterspell?
This is not a counterspelling ability.
I see.
Yeah. So
well, I'd probably try.
No, don't worry. Honestly, this is one of those abilities, like this kind of echoes like a... actually, I don't know what this would echo. This is one of the newer... I think this is one of the newer stat blocks where, with the new design, it's a spell-like ability, but I'm pretty sure counterspell only works for like named spells, right? It's the simplest way. So don't use it, right? Because this is not requiring... sorry, I'm talking out loud or thinking out loud. This does not require any somatics or anything like that, so actually maybe it's not counterspellable, right? Because it doesn't say requires the S or M, so if anything, you actually don't see it happening. He just shoots a bit of energy out at tingles. All right, first roll is a 12. I'm sure that's a miss on you, tingles. Second roll does a 19 as a necrotic energy comes out. Anything you want to do with that, tingles?
Both of those attacks were towards me.
Yep, a 12 on the first one and a 19 on the second.
I can do counterspell.
Counterspell's not working on this. Sorry, I just literally just said that with Justin.
My bad, my B,
Okay.
bro. Well then there's not really... let me see, reaction, opportunity attack, counterspell, cutting word, second chance, warcaster. Nope.
All right. You will take 14.
Well... Okay, no, go ahead.
14 necrotic damage. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving. What do... Oh, okay. Of course.
All right.
Nothing.
So as this bolt of necrotic energy hits you, these like shadowy tendrils appear out of the blast and then wrap around you, restraining you.
Okay. And that's 14 damage, right? Originally?
Correct. 14 necrotic damage. Restrained. Here's the condition for you to see everything that's happening to you. For your consideration, you can use your action to repeat the saving throw, and so another strength saving throw to try and break free on your turn, if you want to try and break free from it. Alright, so those were 2 attacks, 1 hit. Alright, it's the other one's turn. Comes here. He's actually going to roll, or he's going to try and hit Princess Bryson. And rolls a 20 on the first one. Hit is a 16 damage to her. Now on the first one, she's going to do a strength saving throw. Ooh, she's got a great strength saving throw, which she fails. So that first one hits, creating restrained. So now the next attack, I think, is going to be an advantage. Yep, all attack rolls have advantage. So he follows up with a second shot at advantage. And that actually helps because I would have been 24. And she takes 16 damage. So she just took 32 damage on 2 hits and is also restrained. Ramiel, it's your turn.
I guess I'm gonna cast slow, and I'll target the 4 creatures in the center of the room.
All right. The big giant creature in the middle, as you begin to go to cast the spell, you hear all the voices around it start to kind of get very loud and try to overwhelm you, and that's its version, and magic energy explodes from it, trying to counterspell your spell.
Oh, can I? Is this something that I can counterspell?
It is the counter. He is using the spell counterspell.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'd like to counterspell the counterspell.
You counter the counterspell, and then this guy here counters your counter of the counterspell.
Can I counter that counter?
And then you then counter the counter, the counter, the counter, and let's see how far away the other guy is.
I'm losing count.
Where's my measuring tool?
Well, he'd have to counter me, right? Yeah.
Which is what's counterspell 60 feet, right?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Yeah. So you have
Oh
2
my God.
counterspelling. I have 3 counterspelling. So unfortunately, it's doom. And what level is slow?
3. So
3.
just doesn't.
Yeah. And so you're just all your counter spells go off, and slow is not successful.
Okay, never mind.
All right. Well, ain't that some shit?
But at least you tried. I feel like Orkbo is like, I could cast a spell now, counterspell, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. So 3 of the creatures on the board have counterspell.
That's fantastic. But at least we kind of consumed that for this round.
If their reactions are used. All right, one of these guys tingles to your a grin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Lands next to the Lady Rally. And it's going to attempt to snatch her. Rolls a 22. So this
God damn it.
creature grabs a hold of your wife, and it used 30 feet to move, or was that like 15? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So as he picks her up, he flies with your wife 15 feet up in the air. I will give you a reaction if you choose to use it, if you want to try and grapple on and go for a ride with your wife.
Would that then
You would go with her.
loosen me from my hold? Because I'm like currently
you'll still
held
be
by the-
restrained. You can still attempt to grab at disadvantage. You'll still just have
Okay.
the same condition and then be being moved by your grip to Lady Rallyhorn. Or,
Yeah. I mean, I'll try and grab her. Sure.
just so you know, like the thing that'll happen here is like you'll be lifted with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and do a grapple check will be an athletics check for you at disadvantage because you're restrained, I believe.
She's gonna know that I'm not gonna
No.
make this. She's
This
like,
is
"Why'd
actually
you?"
this is
even
a
try?"
straight roll. It's an athletics.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not a strong.
No, I'm just talking out loud for my own rules
Yeah.
consideration.
Not a strong man.
All right. So you try
I
and
failed.
grab her through the shadowy coils, and she gets lifted up. She's not afraid, though. She is a strong, independent woman. She is not happy.
Great start, everybody.
Yeah, what
Good
the
look.
fuck, Workfo? How could you let this happen?
All right, that was the first one. 5, 10, 15.
I feel like this is gonna be a
35,
Bowser princess
20,
thing.
30. Actually, it's only 60. I need you all to make Constitution saving throws as this creature comes in close and lets out a ear-piercing screech or shriek.
Is this a spell or magical effect?
It is not.
I am going to re-roll that using Indomitable. It's literally rolling a nat 1. First off, I have inspiration. Actually, no. That actually isn't. I'm gonna take the inspiration instead of re-rolling.
Okay. You take the inspiration. You are paralyzed.
Oh,
You and Romeo are both paralyzed. I'm just gonna. This what would be paralyzed. Let's just do that. And where's Romeo? There you are. Okay. Remember, melee hits against paralyzed is auto crits. That's the real scary thing about it, but there's the condition. Alright, so that's its action. Oh wait, I now need to roll for realm, the queen, the king, and the baron. Constitution saving throws. The baron succeeds. King or the man formerly known as King Godway fails. The queen succeeds, and then that's it, right? No, realm, and she succeeds. All right, Orkville, you're up.
All right, what do y'all think? Should I go after the thing that has grappled the rally horn lady, or should I go towards the middle? First, I'm gonna rage.
Rage who this?
Let's see. I think I'll go towards the middle. Does that make sense?
I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to cast like Otto's Irresistible Dance on the thing that has Lady Rallyhorn. So
Got you. All right, so I'm gonna rage. More chill rage than you've seen before. Like, you notice, like, I don't have like the animalistic look to me anymore, but you can still tell. D4. Having to remember how to do this because it's been a while. My visage turn. Oh, now I do change into a demonic beast.
To be
One
fair,
random
we
creature.
can change the flavor on that, right?
Yeah. So one random creature within 20 feet, wisdom saving, DC 14.
Random creature
So-
20 feet. I'm not counting all the
Yep.
excess tokens, so I'm going to start in the bottom left here. 1, 2, Bryson 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I think you counted me, but just if it's a 6, then it won't go. Okay, 8.
So Lady Rallyhorn is afraid of you.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool,
Continue.
cool. All right. Okay, so that's my bonus action. I don't think I have any new actions from this class, so I'm just going to do what I do best. Let's see. I'll go Reckless.
Okay. 32 hits.
I'm trying to make it roll again. Why
Oh,
are you
cool.
rolling again? There. That was a natural one, so 32 hits
Mhm.
for... I think it's 18. I can't remember what the modifier is for the rage. I think it's 3 still.
Okay.
So let's say 18 slashing. Go again. Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Cool. Another 18 slashing,
All right.
and that's my turn.
All right. It's the creatures with the mouths turn.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead, go ahead.
right, so this creature's gonna move forward as this guy here is like barking out in a language I don't think none of you recognize. 15, 20. You do get to do an attack of opportunity, Orkvo, as it passes by.
I'll take it. The language is not abyssal, is it?
No.
Cool. 17?
17 just hits.
Nice. It's hard for me to miss now. 17 slashing.
17 slashing. Okay. All right, it's going to move all the way to here. And it is going to begin casting a spell. Let me see if this requires verbal. It does. So it is casting a spell. As you see, like, its mouths begin to open up and, like, begin to kind of chant and chitter in a certain language. Any of my counterspellers want to do anything about that?
Do I have reaction or no?
Yeah,
You guys haven't gotten them back.
paralyzed?
Yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, Nate, my rage damage is 4 now, so add 2 to the one guy and 1 to the guy.
Tingles, you're just restrained, or are you paralyzed as well?
No, I'm just restrained. But I already used my counter spell this turn. Do I get another reaction? Like
You haven't
during
gone
each
yet.
turn?
No, it's one per round.
That's
You
what I
haven't
thought,
taken
yeah.
your turn yet.
Right.
All right. Sorry. That's the first time I've ever cast a spell before.
Fireball, everyone.
All of your magic items. That includes +1 weapons, any special armors, Thorn Cleaver, technically, if you're in range. Anti-magic field goes up.
Boo.
Anti-magic field?
Yup.
So is this like only magical weapons that are disabled, or
Magic can't be
any-
cast within it. Like it. It's funny enough. This is the first time and I almost want to make you find out in combat. Roll an Arcana check.
shit?
I'll give you an Arcana check here.
Me or Romuald or both?
Both if you like.
Yeah,
Like a
Justin.
free reaction.
I'm gonna need that.
Bad roll too.
I got a 14.
19 is enough, Romuald. I was pretty much just doing other level of the spell. 14 is not enough. Like, essentially anything magical, spell, magic effect, can't be cast within it, but for example, let's say you, Romuald, you step out and cast a fireball outside of where you perceive the thing is, the fireball does not go into that space. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and magic items don't work as well. Is that
Correct.
all
All magic.
all
items.
levels? All of them. Okay.
Everything. If anything even has its taste of magic on it, pretty much it's just gone.
It becomes mundane, right?
Yep.
And that's within the green circle?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, my brain's in there like, all right, someone else's turn. All right, King Gadway. He's gonna back up like this, and since that guy's up in the, that's actually an attack of opportunity, but he is gonna move, and that creature is gonna swing. Rolls a nat 20 on King Gadway as he backs up.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm not even going to roll damage because that's going to be 8d6 total damage off the crit and auto grapple on the hit. So King Gadway, you see, turns to try and back up Cadmail, and this chittering creature of hundreds of little mouths just slashes into him, claws going into King Gadway, and pulls him close and does not allow him to leave. And you see that your father is now making death saving throws.
Just to clarify, he
was
got his reaction
paralyzed.
back.
He was actually King Godway was paralyzed, so he could not. And you're right, reaction. He did not have a reaction. So thank you for checking me on that. Wait, no, he just went, so he would have had his reaction. But King Godway is paralyzed. So then we'll look at the paralyzed. What created that? Until the enemy of the next turn. So King Godway was no longer paralyzed. Wait, no, it's that enemy. He's still paralyzed, so he would not have done anything on his turn. So in an alternate universe, Cadmiel, you just saw your father get murked. So this creature does have a reaction. All right, King Cadmiel, it's your turn. Your new crown on your head. Oh, you're paralyzed.
I am currently paralyzed.
Yep, you cannot do anything until the end of the creature's turn. So,
Oh.
tingles. Yeah, it's pretty much a nastier stun effect.
So I won't know that. Like, I wouldn't have caught any sort of indication that I can't cast magic.
Funny enough, oh no, you did not grapple, so you're still in there. I will tell you, feel you like you know all your magic is just gone right now.
Okay,
It's just gone.
Okay. Then I'm Bardic Inspiration. Is that technically magic?
No, I'm going to allow Bardic Inspiration to be used.
Okay. So, as my action, I'm going to try and break free of this restraint.
Okay.
Then I guess that's really the only thing I can do.
All right, strength saving throw.
Yeah, because I can't. I mean, attacking would just be stupid at this point. Yeah, strength saving throw. Here. Give me something good. Nope. Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to who needs it. Who wants to be inspired?
Cadmiel will not say
Cadmiel,
no.
Who's paralyzed? Both of you?
Cadmiel.
Yeah, Cadmiel, Ramiel.
The paralyze, there's no check involved. The paralyze is just on until the end of the enemy's next turn, so that doesn't help.
Right.
But
Got it. But Ramiel can't use magic right now.
Anyways.
So I think Cadmiel would be best to receive it first. Alright, so I'll give it to Cadmiel.
Alright.
You've been inspired, bitch.
Inspired.
You've been inspired.
Oh, actually, sorry. Tingles.
Shit.
I need you to do a wisdom saving throw before you even get your turn off.
Okay. Nat 20!
Nice.
There's a fat dragon.
As you start your turn within range of the creature, the chittering noises is almost overwhelming, but you're able to push through it and get your turn off per usual. The queen starts her turn there. She's going to do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, so a nat 20 doesn't mean shit.
The fact that you have a +2 is still kind of good in the sense that you rolled a nat 20 on a skill that you're really bad at. So I would still be very happy with it. All right, she fails, and she's going to roll a d8. And she is stunned until the end of her next turn. I know it seems like I picked all of these for all of their, stacking, stunning, paralyzing abilities and restraining, but I actually didn't. I did thematically, and I'm now learning that a lot of them have... I'm not upset, though. All right, Lady Rallyhorn. She starts her turn, technically, in the radius of this. I'd say she's just out if she's 15 feet up in the air. So she's going to try and break free from the creature.
I should have given her Bardic Inspiration. She's going to bitch at me later for that.
She actually just succeeds. She breaks free of the Gloomstalker and falls 15 feet on the ground. I'm going to do a dexterity check here. She doesn't fall prone, so she breaks free, falls, and then just goes, "Honey, I think you've got this. I'm going to try and get myself out of this situation." And goes 5, 10, 15.
What's
20.
her like first name?
Rally.
Lady.
Yeah. First name is Rally.
Let's say in a place like this, her first name's Vivian Rallyhorn, right?
That's fine. She's
Viv, go, please, get out of here.
And this guy does not take enough attack of opportunity, but she does end her turn next to this scary looking dude here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5,
Wish I
10.
could like dimension door her out of here.
Flies down. It's going to attempt to grab the queen. It was stunned. So, advantage. Okay. Funny enough, I guess I should have done this with Lady Rallyhorn. They're not trying to kill, but that's enough damage to put her unconscious. There's a world where Lady Rallyhorn would have been unconscious because of damage taken. All right, for simplicity, let's just say they go up 15 feet up in the air again. So now this one has the queen grappled and is now 15 feet up in the air.
She's only been queen for like 15 minutes.
Actually, this is the former queen. This is Callie's mother.
Gotcha. Queen Mother.
Queen mother. I can't remember what tokens I'm using for like restrained. I guess I didn't have it on there. I'll just try to remember. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Grabs Bryson. Or attempts to. She's restrained. It's going to be close. Misses. So the armor of Bryson keeps this guy from grappling her. Alright, it's now Realm's turn. She needs to do a save. It's a wisdom save. She doesn't have a good wisdom. 16 is the DC, I believe. So she doesn't have to do anything. Yep, 16. So she's going to go 5, 10, 15, and start swinging at this creature here. First attack is a 12. That's a miss. Second attack is a 25. And we'll do 10 damage to that creature. One more attack. That's a hit, 24, and another 9 damage. She does 2 hits, so that creature is now going to do 2 concentration checks on his magic. First roll is a 21, success. Second roll is a 15, it's a success. All right, it's now this guy's turn. He's just going to ignore Rallyhorn, go like this. I think Bryson technically can do attack of opportunity. She'll take a swing at disadvantage. First roll is a 22, second roll is a 18, and misses. Actually, this side. 5, 10, 15, 20. Plenty of movement. Okay. The death guy walks up to here, and you see him take his sword, and just like it starts to kind of glow with magic as he begins to cast a spell. Oh, he can't do that because of the anti-magic thing. So actually, he's not going to do that because that just won't do anything. I'm glad I remembered that part. So that is drawback of that. So he's just going to step back here and is going to just unload on Lady Rallyhorn. Yeah, she's going down. That's a 30 to hit. Tingles, you watch as your wife, as she goes running by this guy, his sword just reaches out and takes her down, and she goes down to the ground, unconscious, but not making death saving throws.
No!
All right, now I gotta remember what Bryson got. What? Okay, what is doing what? I'm trying to charge. All right, she's going to try and break free of this restraint. Athletics, got a good score here. Oh, she just failed. She rolls a 15 and she needed a 16. So that is her turn. It's the Baron's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And seeing what happened there. That should go 30 dash. He's like keeping away from the scary looking guy. 20, 25, 30. So he dashes to here. All right, it's this guy's turn. He's actually going to turn as Baron goes and he's going to shoot at him. 25 to hit. And Baron goes down. Though those were... You know what? He will actually move up. I'll keep the roll. He uses a melee attack on the Baron as the Baron goes down as unconscious but not making death saving throws. All right, it's now this creature's turn. You reckless correct Orkvo way back in the day.
I sure did.
He's going to... Yeah, he's just going to try and hit you. 20 to hit.
That meets... I'm looking at my features. There was something... Let's just say that hits for now.
Okay, that'll be 15 necrotic damage.
Half to 7.
You're resistant necrotic too?
Yeah, everything except for psychic.
Yes. All right, and then an 18 misses on advantage.
Yeah.
Right. Raw meal, it's your turn. I think you're still paralyzed.
I think I'm still paralyzed.
Yep. All right. This creature is going to come down and it's going to pick up King Gadway.
Wait, why is he still paralyzed? I thought it was to the end of...
It's literally this creature here's turn. It's until
that
its
one.
turn, 'cause it's the
Okay.
one that did the
Right.
paralyzing trigger.
Sorry, I got it all out of order.
It's all good. This creature comes down. It's going to swing at Gadway. Advantage. Alright. Gadway is snatched. He goes unconscious. 15 feet of movement will leave him 65, so let's just say 35 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yep. Realm will get an attack of opportunity. Orkville, you get an attack of opportunity.
On which one? I'm sorry.
This
On the
this
flying creature, yeah.
If you want.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'm remembering what the feature was that I forgot about. It's the Bahamut. See into the immediate future. Can't be surprised. I have advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, saving throws. So I would not be going. No need to go reckless, I guess.
What is the feature again?
It's the Bahamut bestowed a limited ability to see in the immediate future. Until revoked, I can't be surprised and have advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Ability checks. Okay. Well, and on attack rolls, because he pretty much gave
That's
you
what it said.
foresight. Admittedly, I think that was for their Shardalon fight. Because giving you permanent foresight is broken. Not to be. I think that's what that is.
Cool. That's fine. It's been revoked.
Yeah. Sorry, I
Cool.
should have
all
clarified that
good.
when the feature came out.
Taking the attack of opportunity, 29, I assume, hits.
Yeah, 29 does hit.
For 20 slashing.
20 slashing. All right. I just did a recharge on the ability that paralyzed you all. It did not go off. Good for use. All right. 5, 10, 15. Going to try and grab the queen. So much stuff is happening. She gets picked up. That's enough damage to put them down. She goes unconscious. 15, so another 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. The queen, the former queen, Modwin, is now pulled here. I'm going to move this guy out of the way, Orko, so you can just see what's happening here. But it's now your turn. You do have a creature pretty much right above you and all that other stuff going on. What would you like to do?
Nobody's looking very rough or anything yet, right?
Yeah, outside of the weak NPCs who are being all knocked unconscious. Yeah.
The anti-magic shell is still up. I probably
you start
wouldn't know
your
that.
turn within this guy. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Within the yellow, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Where is my thingy? Here. Whiz. It's my worst one. Still got 17.
Hell yeah. 17 is a success. Yep.
All right. I think I'm just gonna keep going on the caster in front of me,
Okay.
and I might as well go reckless. 30 to hit
30 hits.
for 21 slashing. Is he still up?
21 slashing, yes.
I'll use my bonus action to knock him prone.
That just happens, right? Correct.
Yep. And I'll go again. Good thing I did reckless.
Remember, when you knock
8.
them prone on that ability, just for your consideration for reckless, you would have advantage, right? So if you get one hit on a guy, you then give yourself advantage in your next one. But 18 hits.
There's some damage for 25 slashing.
All right, he is officially bloodied.
Yay. I guess I'll stay here.
All right.
Useless.
Big creature's turn. I'm going to roll a d3 to see who he goes after here. With Tingles being the one. Alright, he's going to go after Realm. First attack on Realm is a miss. I don't think she has any debuffs currently, so there's no advantage. Second attack is a miss, and third attack is a miss. He rolls really low against Realm, so his turn is pretty much come and gone. Gadway is pretty much out of the turn order. Cadmiel, you're unparalyzed. You have a whole turn. And,
Cool.
But I do actually. Sorry, you need to do a wisdom saving throw.
On that note, can I move to the other side of the guy in front of me without provoking attack of opportunity and get
T4.
here? Okay.
Good. I'll put that guy
Is
back
that a
in
failure?
position. That is not a failure.
Sweet.
Yep. The gnashing of the teeth of this creature does not bother you at all.
All right. Quick threat assessment. Things aren't good for my parents, but I don't have the ability to get to them without dashing, so 5 feet forward. I'm going to use my bonus action to do the that one's fighting spirit, so I can give myself 15 temp HP
Remember,
and
your sword
advantage.
is mundane now.
But I have advantage on weapon attack rolls until the end of my current turn and 15 temp HP.
Awesome.
So that, all of these attack rolls, let me see, plus 14, so I'm just going to do roll 1d20 plus 11. Actually no, it's 2d20 because advantage, keep highest 1, plus 11. Let me make sure. So that's a 16 to hit,
16 just misses.
29.
29 hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that one. Before you get too much farther in the process, because he is concentrating on anti-magic, so if it goes down, it'll just change the result of everything.
16.
Alright, 16 damage and a concentration check. Natural
Remember, you have Bardic
one.
Inspiration.
And with a natural 1, the anti-magic field goes down. Alright, so
Hooray!
your sword is now operating.
Alright. I'm gonna make sure that was the correct amount of damage, because it's plus 11, but that I don't know if that counts the... On a hit deals... Okay, yeah, I didn't do the
8
extra
would've been damage,
d6s.
Good math.
So,
The math checks out.
and a roll now with the proper... That is 32 to hit.
Yeah.
For- D. So that. So 18 plus. I need to double check this. Do. Extra damage is 3d6. So 1, 2, 3. For an extra 8 on top of that. So total of 26 on that attack.
Alright.
And then I'm going to burn my action surge. Got 3 more attacks with advantage. That's a crit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wait, that one was. I forget that we do the custom crit rule. So what? First die is doubled, and then roll a second one.
The first die is max. So on
Or, yeah,
that
not
roll
double
there
max.
is like 8 plus 5, so another 6 on top of that, so 24. Is that first hit?
Yeah, and does that apply also like to
Indeed it
doubling the
does.
number of dice I roll for the other thing?
Yep.
So I do 6d6. So an extra 17 on top of the 24.
He is bloodied. Continue.
Happening.
Cool. And that was the first one after my action surge. So that is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And that's another 26 damage.
All right.
And
still up.
one more roll. 18.
18 hits. Yep.
15 plus 9. That's 20, more 25.
You had 24 health left, so you get up and your blade goes a whizzing by, cutting him down. Anti-magic drops, and his chittering goes away.
All right. And that was with 5 feet of movement. So 10, 15. Diagonals are
5.
what, 5 for the first, and then
It's always
everyone
5.
after is 10. Okay.
I know
5,
that's an optional
15,
rule, but I'm going with how they
20.
do it.
25. Actually, no. Back to 20. 25. Is this one flying high overhead?
It's literally like you can reach it. Yep, it's quote unquote 10 feet off the ground. So from your
Okay.
caddy corner, you can hit it at 5 feet.
So I'm getting underneath it to protect both my father and my mother.
See if I can do him off angle here. Here we go. All right. Lord Tingles, you are restrained still. What would you like to do? Still an action to break the restrain, but there's no anti-magic fields up anymore.
Or is anyone still grappled by one of these guys?
Technically, the king is being grappled by this one, and the queen's being grappled by this one.
Okay. And this guy that's next to Lady Rallyhorn looks like Orkfo is kind of taking care of him. Is there another person underneath this guy? I can't see. Is that another monster?
He's looking.
Orkfo, who? Which one of these guys are you focusing on?
I had been focusing on that one, yeah. To the right of me. He's officially bloodied. The other guy's got a high armor class.
High armor class?
The one to the left of me does.
Has a pretty high AC?
Yeah.
Okay, well. Guess what, y'all? Do you know what's gonna happen?
I think it's going to be a fireball.
Nope. No. God, no.
I'm resistant, so.
Yeah, but Lady Rallyhorn's
NPC
playing right there.
Got you. Yeah.
Sorry. You're dead.
Forgot
Don't worry,
about
I'll
No.
that.
protect her.
I think I want to do this because I feel like now's the chance to do it. I want to do Otto's irresistible dance on this fucker.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Because that just happens, right?
It's a wisdom
It's a
saving
save.
throw. Looks like.
Well, choose
Yeah,
one
18.
creature. The target begins a comic dance, so I think it just happens, and then
Yeah, and
Yeah,
has
so-
disadvantage on dexterity saving
Yeah.
throws and attack
so
rolls.
it just does it. So that creature, that guy, starts dancing around. He's got like a skeletal face. That's what makes autos very strong. Is that you at least get one guaranteed turn out of just kind of like fucking with them.
Guess I should have seen like the order of things. Does he get to go before the dancing stops? Or, nope.
On his turn, you have a minute of it. On his turn, just like in some of the stuff that just happened to y'all, he can use his action. Or actually, sorry, before I get too much farther into this, counterspell goes up from
God damn it.
this guy. Any counters to counter spell?
Well, that'd have to be from Romuald. I can't counter my own counter, can I? Can I counter
You're
his
not
counter?
countering. You have a reaction. You can counter his counter spell. It's a very traditional use of it.
Okay. I counter your counter.
All right. He begins to do that, and then this guy is going to counter your counter of his friend's counter.
Okay.
And if I counter his, then the other guy's just going to counter mine. We're doing the same thing all over again.
No, the other guy's gone.
The other guy's dead. And then I'll counter spell his counter
Ooh,
spell.
I was waiting to see if anyone would say anything. I was seeing if Justin was paying attention. Yeah. So counter goes off, And Otto's irresistible dance is a success.
Fuck.
Just remember
Yes.
to take that
Ha!
extra spell slot off, JP, for your counter spell.
I did. Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna do Bardic Inspiration.
All right. Who would you like to give it to?
Cadmiel, do you still have yours?
He's got the dot.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take the-
I'm gonna give Orkfo the dot.
Nice.
You've been inspired, bitch. I feel like this is one of those moments when Tingles, like when he gets in the battle, he kind of reverts back to normal Tingles, like lingo and how he talks. And when I think of "You've been inspired, bitch," I think of the Dr. Pepper guy. Ooh, Dr. Pepper. That guy. And that's how he says, "You've been inspired, bitch." You know.
I don't know if I know the Dr. Pepper guy.
Oh, you've never seen the little Mr. Dr. or what is that commercial?
Little sweet. Little sweet.
Low Sweet. Yeah, it's
I just looked it up.
okay.
This
Hold on.
guy begins to shriek. I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws or be paralyzed.
God damn it.
Dirty 20.
Raw mail, cat mail. Oh, cat mail, you rolled.
If that fails, I'm using Indomitable.
That is a failure. You also have inspiration, don't forget. But you do you. Or the bardic inspiration. Alright. That turns out into success. Romuel, do you have inspiration?
Nope.
Okay. You're paralyzed. No one else is on your team. Rolling for realm.
Somebody else can give him inspiration if they have it.
Oh, yeah. Anybody want to give that to Romuel? Give up your regular old school inspiration if you got it.
One of you two, either Cadmiel or
Well, it's not bardic inspiration. It's the OG regular inspiration for rolling in that one. If you have that, you can
Wow.
give it to another player.
And Cadmail still has Bardic.
But the rule is, in this scenario, what Orkfo or Jeff is saying, there is that wrinkle rule. On those Nat 1 inspirations, the regular old inspiration, you can give it to another player if you want.
I forgot about that. I will give to Romuel.
Okay, Rom, if you'd like to re-roll your Constitution saving throw.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Oh,
Shoo. Worth a shot.
Realm is paralyzed.
And the
this turn.
fates have demanded it.
Anybody else? Bryson's still up. Constitution. She succeeds. I think that's just kind of it for the allies here. Okay. Just so you know, I'm trying to restrain from having every single creature do it because that is so OP. Because I'm not making this creature do it. He's gonna go for Bryson, who still has something going. Is one of your kids talking, JP? Or are you watching your Dr. Pepper stuff?
I was sorry. Are you talking to me?
You hear
I
it,
was
like,
finding a clip.
just hits. Oops, wrong. Demolish. Sorry, I'm losing track. Here we go. Oop. That is going to be 21 damage to Bryson. She's a warrior though, so she's still sitting pretty. Realm is paralyzed. Alright, so this guy's turn. Jesus Christ. this. Okay. This guy does not cast a spell, but you see him reach into a... Well, what's going on with him? Oh, he's irresistibly dancing. Let me see if that has any effect on this. I don't think it has an effect on what he's doing.
Also, this dude, south of Bryson, he moved out of my way, did he not?
No, I'm
of my
sorry.
reach?
I'm. Oh wait, that's sorry. I played myself here. He actually would have attacked at you. I forgot I moved him to see what was underneath it. I forgot his position was actually here. I played myself.
Yeah.
He's not smart enough to like do that kind of stuff. So let's just stick with the rolls he had. I think the highest roll he got was an 18. Would that have hit you at all?
Even without my shield, that would not have.
Yeah. Yeah, so he would have attacked you. Let me give Bryson back that damage. Yeah. Yeah, so this guy, as he's dancing, is still like starts to curse in another language, but it definitely sounds like he's cursing. He pulls out this strange ball that's got like that's kind of glowing with red magic, and it's like crackling, and there's like shadow and necrotic energy and fire all around it. And
Hey, real quick, your auto's irresistible dance says it uses all the dancing creature must use all its movement to dance.
but
Does
not
that-
actions.
Yeah,
He's
it
not
says it
moving.
can choose to make the wisdom saving throw to regain control, but he can still do that.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
going to throw this ball. It's going to land like right here. Actually, he wants to get all of you. It's 20 feet. So Cadmail, Tingles, and Romuel. This is going to be a dexterity saving throw. Let's see if Paralyze is an auto fail on that.
Yeah, should he be able to throw though? Isn't it an action?
He can choose
Right, he's
to use
using-
his action, unless it says he has to use his action. Am I not seeing that?
It says
No,
it
I mean,
makes
there's-
a wisdom saving throw. So it doesn't say he can choose to. It says he, as an action, a dancing creature makes a wisdom saving throw.
To regain control of itself.
I
I feel like he
I
does
could read
no
that.
control.
No, I think that's actually correct. I did skim it. I think you are correct on that. So, wisdom saving throw. He does have advantage on this. First roll was a 4, but the second roll was a natural 20. So the spell goes down, and that dex save does not happen. But that's still.
Well, it's
very
a
good.
disadvantage. Oh, dexterity saving throws. Sorry.
Yeah.
sorry. So it's the first time I used it, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Still, you did cost him that turn, and I'll just say that was going to be a juicy one. So he does succeed off of it, though. He does regain himself. All right, he's no longer dancing. I'm dancing. I'm dancing. All right, Bryson's going to try and break free of something. I think that's still from this guy. She's going to use her action. She is stronger than this. She has a +9 and rolled a 3, so she's still restrained and wastes her turn on it. He's out. This guy, 5, 10. He's going to roll an attack at you, Tingles. He has advantage because I think you're still restrained. So, first roll was a 19. The second roll was a nat 20. So you're going to take 6d8 off of this.
I do have a feature where I can. What can I do? So let me ask you this. I have second chance. When a creature you can see hits you with an attack roll, you can use a reaction to force that creature to re-roll. Now, you did advantage. Would I re-roll your highest one?
I roll my advantage. I came out with a nat 20, and then you trigger it. And am I in range?
Let me see. It's just someone I can see if they hit me with an attack roll. So can I see him?
Yes. But there's not a range on that?
It just says when a creature you can see hits you with an attack roll.
Okay, that's totally fine. Yeah, so he does see it. You do see him. And what are you using a Bardic Inspiration to force it?
Let me. It's just called Second Chance, and I get 1 per short rest.
1 portion.
It's a reaction.
Was. Yeah. Okay, and you.
There's 1 reaction.
You still have a reaction, right? All the counter spells went off.
I don't, because I think it. Well, when did I do? I did counter on my own turn, right? So I'd have to wait till.
Oh yeah, you countered
my
on
turn
your
again.
turn. Yeah, good memory.
So then I do have. Well, I don't know. This might be a reaction as well. The cutting words, yeah, as a reaction. Okay, so I can't do shit.
Yep. High level D&D, all the stuff. All right, so you take 28 necrotic damage on that first hit, and on the second hit at advantage. Oh, also make a strength saving throw for a fresh batch of being restrained. 14 to hit.
No, 16.
16. All right, the second blast missed, but you still need to do another strength saving throw.
Nat 1, but
I
get to re-roll because I have lucky.
You can do that, or you can keep or give yourself inspiration. I'm just playing devil's advocate because the failure here is you're already restrained by that attack, right?
Yeah.
So you beating it, you're still restrained. So if anything, funny enough, I think you should give yourself the natural 1 inspiration. Does that make sense? Yeah, like technically.
Sweet. I'll do that.
It's a minute long thing, so unless it completely carries out, it wouldn't have been that. You would just have another 10 rounds to try and break free. All right.
Yeah.
This guy stands up. Trying to get and you just hey. Why can't you rotate? I click. I think there's a way to rotate it without you. Can't click the rotate part of that. Well, this guy stands up. For some reason, I can't click rotating stuff right now. Weird. All right, well, he stands up. And he's going to step here. That would trigger... You know what? He is going to use the disengage action, not triggering it, and move here. Okay. There's this guy hovering like this. I wonder, actually, you know what I should do? I should do this. So they're above. I want to send him to the back. That way you can see him, but that way I don't have to.
Nice.
It's actually better. Counterintuitive, but it actually helps out. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Better yet, he gets up and he begins to cast a spell. Anybody want to do anything about that? Romuald can't, right? Because you're paralyzed, and Tingles, we've concluded, can't do a reaction. So he turns invisible and then moves without provoking an attack of opportunity. So he's invisible. All right.
Does invisibility mean you don't provoke AOS?
It's correct, because if you look at the wording for attack of opportunity, it's a creature you can see.
Ah.
That's one of the biggest pros that invisibility is being able to get through without provoking. Okay. It's this guy's turn. He's going to attack Cadmail.
It's not by chance. in response to the recent knowledge of my sweet feature, is it?
The snatch
just-
cad mail?
Giving you shit. No. Because if you're invisible and you attack me, and I'm like, oh, I can force you to reroll, but I can't see him.
Oh, no.
Shut
I mean, that's a general thing. I forgot he had invisibility, but yeah,
Yeah,
invisibility.
no, I was just being stupid.
Huge tactical. No advantage on this or anything for you, Mr. Cadmill, so it's only a 15. So as he tries to pick you up and grab you and lift you up in the air, nothing bad happens. But what he does after that is use a bonus action to disappear in a shadow. He pretty much misty steps. And he tells shadow steps over here. I'm going to reroll to see if he gets his shriek back. He didn't. Alright, so this one here is going to try and snatch Orc Foe from above. So this would be at advantage, I believe, because you reckless on your last turn.
Yep.
20 to hit.
20 just hits.
Alright. That's going to be 14 damage, half to 7, because of your resistance to life. But his biggest thing, he's going to fly you up 40 feet into the air. So you're 40 feet up in the air with him, and he's like holding on to you. So it's your turn.
All right. How's he looking?
Actually,
Not very.
to a weird thing here. Sorry. He does that. I keep forgetting they have a bonus action, and then he teleports you up another 40 feet. So you're 80 feet up in the air.
Fun.
Don't worry, if you fall, then I'm pretty
This-
sure you can just.
Yeah.
This guy has not taken any damage yet.
Got you.
Which guy?
The one who's got me.
The one who's got him.
Ah,
All right. So I'm gonna try to break free. Remind me what the fall damage calculus looks like.
It's 1d6 every 10 feet. So that'll be 8d6 bludgeoning damage if you break free and fall.
Okay. I will. What will I do? What would happen if I hit him and forced him to go prone while he's flying? Does he start falling?
You both fall, yes.
Okay.
And he'll take fall damage.
He'll take fall damage too. I think that's what I will
It's actually
do.
a smart move, actually.
And I really want it to happen, so I'm gonna go reckless. I think it would have happened anyways, but 25 to hit
25 hits.
for 16 slashing.
Sorry. The one consideration for this is that you both are going to fall and land straight back down.
On top of everything. Yeah.
You'll hit Lady, who's unconscious and not making death saving
yeah.
throws currently.
Got you.
So that is for your consideration. It would be just one fail, but it will trigger her death saving throws. I'm not going to say it's the end of the world or anything, but
Now I'm going for it.
yeah, it's such a cool move. I didn't even want to mention it.
Yeah.
All right. So 12 damage.
And I will not tell him we're falling. We're falling now.
All right. So 8d6. Oh,
I have to imagine that would be muffled a little bit because he's got hold of me.
to be fair, not really.
Yeah.
It's like if you're going to take the risk as a barbarian, like you're already
Yeah.
halving your damage. I think this is just a cool moment in general. What
Yeah.
the problem here for me is unconscious Lady Rallyhorn. So the
Oh.
damage would be 1, or like for any of you, that's just 1 failure.
Yeah.
She's tough, but 32 in my opinion is enough to perma kill her
Okay.
because of her HP total. So you still want to do that.
How much do you like her, JP?
Well, I can bring her back to life. After the battle's over.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's because it's gonna get. It'll also get tough guy here and that guy there. What about Old King?
No, I'm gonna do the 4 squares.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Sorry, bro.
All right. Lady Rallyhorn is killed. And this guy...
No!
Resistances. He does have resistance to this because it's not magical. So 32 is half the 16, so he's still up. And then tougher looking guy, probably similar. No, he doesn't have resistance. So still got plenty of HP, but he takes the full 32.
So I also take 32, half to 16.
Correctamundo.
Cool, got it.
All right. Yeah. So you slam, you go up, and you guys watch as Orpho gets raised up. You hear, and then just it plummets down, landing on all of you. And Tingles, you watch your wife just body get crushed to death. All right. Anything else?
Yeah. So I've still got a second attack. I'm still grappled, right?
Yeah, technically, yeah. So you guys plummeted down.
So I'm not prone, so I can take an attack at full strength.
Yep.
And
this will be an advantage because, well, you're already reckless, but you would be
already reckless, yeah.
prone on top of everyone.
Yeah, so I can reckless any of the 3 of them. The caster is looking pretty rough.
Correct.
I think I'll go for him. Them.
All right.
I haven't crit forever. 30 to hit.
Should have multi-classed. I'm just kidding.
20 slashing.
All right. He is destroyed.
Yes! Worth it. That's my turn.
All right. King Cadmiel.
Alrighty. So, current status, I'm just trying to make sure this one Orcfo has, basically.
No, it has me.
This dude.
Technically, it's still grappling. It's a very weird situation. He's grappling Orcfo while prone on the ground from falling from the sky. On top of them, technically. Slashing around like a bat.
And
this creature
refresh
has
real
been
quick,
like
'cause-
going after your sister.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna aim to kill the bat that's currently attacking my sister. Is it within reach if I like move here or something like that?
Yes.
Cool. I will. Step 1, Fighting Spirit. I don't think I was hit, unless that fall damage also hit me.
Hit you.
Cool. So I'm gonna do Fighting Spirit again as a bonus action, even though I don't need the temp HP. And I'm going to slice and dice at this big bat, but using the Rapid Strike feature, since I have advantage, I'm going to cancel the advantage and instead just get 2 attacks on that thing for the price of 1. So I have 2 regular attacks on this prone bat,
Okay.
which See, the thing that gets me, I can forgo the advantage. Yeah, I think that's just regular because even though I have advantage from 2 sources because I'm foregoing it, it's just it's a neutral. So I have 4 attacks.
No, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It'd be interesting to read into that because that is a weird interaction. The one thing that cancels out other advantages is disadvantage. If you forego the advantage that you would give yourself, I think prone would still grant you advantage on this attack roll.
So I have 2 attacks with advantage on this thing and 2 with this one.
Sounds fair. That's my logic for it, at least.
That is 30 to hit on this one.
Yep.
For 12 plus 13, so 25. That's 24 to hit. For 12 plus 15. So that's 27.
It's dead. Excuse me, I'm burping. You slice me at 21 hit points.
Slicing at the one that is attacking my sister is my advantage.
Well, you're foregoing advantage, right? So this one would not be.
It only counts for that one attack.
The one attack. Okay.
Yeah, I give up 1 attack with advantage in order to gain 2 without advantage.
Gotcha. All right.
So my other ones are both with advantage. So that's 27 to hit, which I imagine does.
Yep.
14 plus 6, that's 20. 27 is to hit. Plus, or not plus. So 17 plus 11, that's 28 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, I believe, all 4 attacks. Fighting Spirit was a bonus action. Yeah, Rapid Strike doesn't use anything. I believe that is all I can do at the moment.
All right. Lord Tingles, you're up. Your wife is dead.
She dead. This guy's still up,
Yep.
and then it's these 2, and is this guy over here a thing?
He is. Actually, I think he's above Romuel.
Is he the one that has Romuel paralyzed?
He does.
Okay. And is this guy bloodied or no?
Nope. The only bloody creature is the one on Princess Bryson.
This was the guy that had that ball that he was going to throw, right?
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Is this guy alive?
Who are you pinging?
Okay.
Yeah, he's alive. He hasn't taken any damage actually.
Alright, but this guy's, I feel like he's our biggest threat. In which case... Wait, but this guy can still do counter. Shit. But he's the only one that can do counter, right? Because the other guy that could do counter is dead now.
Correct.
Okay, so then I can do this. Because if he tries to counter me, I'll just counter him. And that's it. I think. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Power Word Stun on him. Wait, shit.
Oh, you said
I'm assuming his HP is 150 or below.
I'm just kidding. It's whatever you want it to be. Do you want to use it or not?
Hmm.
He has
we
taken
can't
some
go back
damage,
but we don't know how much. Ownership.
I think he took 32 from the fall.
Yeah. I don't know enough to be able to chance that. So, with that in mind, hold on. Shit, I can't position myself to do prismatic spray each creature in a 60-foot cone, right? So that means like allies too.
Yep.
God damn it. I think the only thing I can do is magic missile. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Who you magic missile?
Yep. I think I'm just gonna direct it all towards this guy.
Okay. Remember, you can just do roll d4 plus however many bolts it is. Like roll
Yeah,
d4 plus 3.
I'm doing it at 5th level,
All right. So
which for each
four
spell
more
slot,
bolts.
second
So
level and higher.
7d4 plus 7, I believe.
Okay. Uh, 25.
All right. All of them landed.
I'm gonna inspire someone. Looks like, is it Justin the only one that doesn't have inspiration?
Looks like it.
No, I don't think so.
Alright. You've been inspired, bitch!
Am I still paralyzed? Or I've already had a turn.
The creature who stunned you or paralyzed you is about to come up, actually.
Okay.
At the end of his turn.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just move, like, I guess, this way. Can I drag
You're still
Realm with me?
restrained.
Oh, that's right. Shit. I've just been sitting here casting. Okay, alright. I'm not doing shit then. Bye.
Okay. Alright, this creature is going to unleash on you, Ramiel. Alright. Ooh, does he want to pick you up? I'll just attack. Alright, this will be at advantage. He's going to bite you, or try to. 28 to hit.
Yep.
This will be auto crits because you're paralyzed. So the first half of this damage is 23 piercing plus 13 necrotic. So what is that? 36 points of damage on the first hit. And then on the second attack is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
This is going to be 39 damage. That's 4d6 from two different things being double. That's why it looks fucking a lot. Yep, so 39 more damage. Alright. It's just going to stay put on you. Realm is no longer paralyzed because his turn comes and goes, so she gets a full action here. Seeing what you're dealing with, she's going to come in and make some attacks on that creature. Yeah, so you're no longer paralyzed, Romuald. $28 will be a hit. A nat 20 will be a hit, and 21 will be a hit. All right, she's about to do a shit ton of damage. All right, let's get the. Actually, I can do all those at once. 4, 8. She's about to do 16 d6 damage. Off of 3 hits and one of them being a crit. Okay, so your sister comes up into 71 damage to that creature. Alright. Alright. This guy is now going to do his orb of bubbles and glitter and happiness.
Shit.
Throws it here. It explodes in fire. And actually, no, he wants to maximize this because the fight is going. That was what he would have done before. Okay. I need everyone to now make the dexterity saving throw.
I'm pretty sure a total of 6 fails.
Is this a magical effect at all?
It is not. This is the thing I described before. Is he picks this orb of hellfire and he throws it. It goes flying from his hand.
You know, I have my my fun little mask. You know, where is it? My black dragon mask. I think I can't fail this if I don't consent. So
Okay. Tingle's dexterity saving throw. Do you have disadvantage or strain? Yeah, you have disadvantage on this, Tingles. Are you here, JP?
I am. Something to do. No, not with dex saving throws. Just kind of the team show. Okay.
Okay.
Dex saving throw. Don't be a shitty roll. It's a shitty roll. Well, sort of shitty. 16.
All right.
What happens?
Everyone fails except for Cadmiel because he chooses to succeed. First half of the damage is not a great roll, 26 fire damage, and then the second half is 33 necrotic damage. So that's a total.
Can I use my bardic inspiration, or is it too late?
It's too late. I think you have to do it
Okay.
before the results. So that
Gotcha.
is 26 fire, 33 necrotic damage. All of that halved for you, Cadmiel.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the scaled ornament, which I think we decided was fire because that was a Chardalon's treasure and it was pulled from his hoard.
Mm-hmm.
Could I, in theory, because it's ascendant, not ascendant, which is
Does bring me down.
the Wakened property. I'm going to just copy and paste real quick, but the short and sweet is it lets me absorb the damage type of the dragon that is shared with the
no,
dragon.
100%. Yeah,
So
you
I
have
can
your
use
reaction,
that
right?
to
You didn't
negate?
use it for an attack of opportunity thing like that, so you have it. And the legendary
Yeah, I
resistance
don't-
thing is just a thing you do. It's not a reaction to do that, right?
Yeah, let me quickly double check,
'Cause I
but I'm
think we talked about it
pretty
before. I'm
certain.
pretty sure it makes sense for it just to not be a
Yeah,
reaction.
I can just choose to succeed.
Yeah.
It says nothing about having to use a reaction.
Yeah, so the fire damage, instead of 26, you take 0. And I don't know, have you even taken damage yet? I guess,
No.
but you can. I will say the necrotic triggers right after this, so will not heal from the necrotic damage, but still 26.
That was what I was asking, is like how that would work. Like, would I be able to
I'm gonna
use
go
it to,
with
since it's
that-
from the same source, if I would be able to negate the necrotic?
Yeah, I'm gonna
with
say
this, or-
no on that, and just go by if the necrotic happened first in the description, I would say yes, but I'm gonna say it says fire and necrotic, so I'm gonna go say with the fire and then the necrotic triggers for the sense of order of operations. Though in all reality, mechanically, it's probably simultaneous. But I don't think the damage happens whenever the trigger happens, or is already existing when the trigger happens. The short of it. But
And that
still,
was halved, so I take, what, 16
you don't take
damage?
any of the... Oh, well, yeah, you take half of the 33. Yeah, so you only take 16 damage from that.
Darn, I've lost my first hit point.
The bad news also on top of this is Romul's down. Realm... I need to do sage for all the NPCs. The queen is dead. And now... Or the former queen is dead. And now Realm is making a roll. She hasn't taken any actual damage, so this could still work out for her. That was a dexterity saving throw. That's a failure, so she takes full damage. So negative 33. 26. Okay, she's still up.
Am I still restrained after the guy who restrained me died?
Yes, it wasn't a concentration spell.
Oh, fine.
Oh, Bryson also gets caught in that blast. Oh, so do the... Sorry, so do these things. This thing's dead.
Well, now Romuald's not paralyzed anymore.
I mean, he wasn't,
I mean,
but then
down.
I immediately downed his character.
Right, yeah.
Sorry, that was mean. That was a mean laugh.
I had my one turn at the very beginning.
All right, this Gloomstalker... I rolled twice, but I should not have rolled twice. Fails and is also destroyed. And Bryson has disadvantage on her check. Alright, that's a fail. She takes the full brunt. Negative 33 and 20. Six. She's still up. Barely. Alright, Baron comes and goes. This creature is going to cast a spell on himself. Do you want to do anything about that, Lord Tingles?
Yeah, I'll counter that.
Okay, you counter it, and then he counters your counter.
Of course.
And he goes invisible.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I should have cast Enemies Abound. Damn it. Oh well. Okay.
He's gonna go like this. You know what? He'll go here. Okay, Rom, I'll need a death saving throw from you, please.
One second, I'm sorry. Nine.
Alright, that's one fail. Alright. This creature's turn. He's going to try and... You know what? He's going to go here, pick up the Baron, and drag him over. And then it's his turn. Orcville, you're up.
I think they're collecting them.
So we've got an invisible caster and the guy who threw the fireball doodad. Yeah, I'm gonna go reckless on the armored guy.
Okay.
.24 to hit. There's some damage for 24 slashing.
Let me check one thing. Ooh, a 24 comes in to hit and he uses reaction and blocks it.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Well, then I'll go again.
Yep. He parries your attack.
33 to hit
And you go through his parry and you hit.
for 15 slashing.
Alright.
And I'll knock his ass prone on the ground.
He's immune to being. I'm just kidding. Some creatures are immune to prone, though, but.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't rotate. I think there's a keyboard command, but he's prone on the ground. I think there's like a. Let's do that for prone. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. King Cadmiel.
All right. Here I go killing again. Off to the side over here. Unhand my father-in-law. As I burn my final bonus action for fighting spirit. And just as before, I'm going to thwack-a-thwack the flying thing with 2 attacks that I'm giving up the advantage for.
Okay.
So that is 26 with 12 plus 10, so 22 damage.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit at 25 damage.
He's bloodied.
And now for my 2 advantage rolls. 28 for 24 damage.
That one kills him.
And this dude is
Prone.
an enemy that is still alive but prone, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, advantage on that attack. Yes. Yes.
Dude had 20s. Nice.
The fates will it.
Alright, that'll be another 5 on top of that, so 27 and 23.
So that's 50 damage in a single slash.
Yas.
Is he bloodied?
He is not bloodied.
Shit.
Dog.
Anything else?
So he's still not bloodied,
Correct.
and he's not dead.
Correct.
It's a pretty significant amount of damage. Now I am trying.
You said he had a skull head, though, right?
He has his head is a skull.
Interesting.
Okay. Anything else, Cadmiel?
Let me make sure, because I think there was something about crits. I'm gonna double check this. On a hit, it deals d6, yada yada yada. As an action, don't care. Bonus. Destructive energy. Oh, slumbering uncommon. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this weapon, each creature of your choice within 5 feet of the target takes 5 damage of the type dealt by the dragon's breath weapon. So, he takes 5 extra fire damage. Or not fire, this one would be radiant / lightning.
Do you have to see them? Because the other caster is within 5 feet diagonal.
Each creature of your choice within 5 feet of the target. So if the other dude... It doesn't say that I have to see them. And Nate is currently muted.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. I've been snacking, so I didn't even. But yeah, it didn't say C, so I will say that's totally fine. And it was 5 radiant damage, correct?
Radiant or lightning? I'm gonna go with radiant for this.
Okay. He's now officially bloodied. That's how close you were. All right. Anything else? Good knowing your abilities.
Yeah, I was just reading through that and I was like, wait a second. Yeah, but yeah, that is it.
I think he's safely below 150 now.
Well, so you have to think about
But you
that.
need your resurrection stuff.
We did more than 150 damage. I think we did more than 150 damage and he wasn't bloodied, meaning his HP was over 300.
It's over 300.
So, if it was 400 and we went below 200, and that means he's bloodied, then that spell would just fall without doing without doing any damage. So,
Wait, one more round.
Tingles back, or not Tingles, Romuald back. Where is he in the order of all this? I'm trying to see. Oh, he's right after. Well, this is after me, right? That guy? Yeah, that's his icon.
Yeah, pretty much the next person that will. I guess Realm will take a turn, and then.
Right.
Skullhead McGee. Orb of Death guy.
Okay, you have to save a 5th level to bring someone back from the dead. Yeah, I want to bring Justin back in case he just puts him down again.
If Justin rolls a
the other chance. Yeah, on the other side of it, if something hits me in the meantime.
Yeah.
That's true. Alright, I'm gonna bring you back. Heal!
Oh, you're doing heal. Nice.
Yeah, so that gives him a way better chance to... Well, I did it at level 7. So 7th level or higher, amount of healing increases by 10 for each slot level above 6. So technically 80.
80, nice. 80 health, Romuald.
Nice.
$10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just enough. She's gonna start swinging. 12 is
Nobody's even used their bardic inspiration, so what the... Okay, well, I'm not inspiring anyone.
Realm runs
Has
up
Realm gotten?
3 times. You can give it to her if you want.
Nah.
Okay. She rolls up 3 times and misses all of them. One of those rolls is a 19.
That's why.
Well, to be fair, if she gave her an inspiration, she would have hit. But
Yeah, but I don't think she can do a lot of damage.
she actually does 4d6
She
to
did.
hit.
Yes, she does, dude.
She did 72 last round.
Oh. It's too late to bardic inspiration.
Yeah, too late. Yeah, she hit 3 times and critted on one of those and did over 70 damage in one turn. So
Oh, shit.
yeah, she's pretty much a Buffy fighter as a warrior princess. 2 warrior princesses. Okay, this guy's turn. All right, he's going to begin to cast a spell.
Who is this?
Orb guy.
Will I be able to counterspell it? I'm still prone.
Prone, yeah, as long as you have...
Does that matter? Yeah.
Nope, yep.
Then I'll try to counterspell it
Okay.
at 4th level.
All right, at 4th level, I need you to make an intelligence check. It's not high enough.
Can I use my bardic inspiration on this?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Was it D12?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1d12.
All
Coop
right.
19.
You have countered the what looked like he was. What I was going to do earlier before I stopped. He was like his sword was going to glow, like he was going to slam into the ground, and you counterspell it.
Counterson.
All right. This guy, invisible, is going to cast a spell that, unless you have an ability to see,
I'm gonna
invisible,
counter it.
You
Oh no, I don't.
cannot
bad. Oh, shut
counterspell
up.
it because he is invisible. And you watch as him, the king, Lady Rallyhorn, the Baron, and the orb fighting guy all disappear in some sort of green radiant light as plane shift is casted. And they're gone.
I
Well,
knew
we
they were
tried.
fucking collecting them.
We tried.
One moment. And you hear the familiar voice. I was curious how many we could collect. I'm so looking forward to this game with you, Badgers. If only you knew the horrors that await. I'll be waiting. We are out of initiative because I don't think anyone's making death saving throws technically.
Yeah, my mom's dead, so
I know
Tingle
it's
skips
late,
out.
but if you guys want to take 10 minutes just to collect yourselves after a long combat, you're more than welcome. Or we can power through. I'm fine with whatever you want to do.
I mean, we have a half hour left. Everyone fine just pushing through, or does someone need to step away?
I'm good.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Tingles does let out like a really loud cry as he sees his wife. Get taken. Well, I don't know. Technically, is she his wife? They were going to have a wedding, but they didn't do it at the same time as.
No, in my opinion, you guys did a wedding
Good
during
enough.
the year.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. We're a year later. Okay, so yeah, he's crying out, and he's still entangled. Is he able to break free as a
Yeah,
result,
after-
or does he need someone to help him?
Yeah, after a bit of time, it just is gone. You know, all your effects begin to drop off.
Oh, they stole your dead wife, bro? I didn't even see that she was the one that was taken. Sorry, bro.
Oh, how do I respond to that?
Okay.
To be fair, Orkfo probably with that creature that when you guys fell, you probably never even saw it. She was like down there and got killed.
Right, but just the way he presents.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, they stole your dead wife.
Yeah, I would. Orkfo really didn't say that. So, like, I have
Okay.
to think, like, in the heat of the moment, like, it wouldn't have just gone, like, straight up, right? Like, it would have just been, like, swirling around, and I wouldn't have known where it would have fallen, you know? Just, like, dispatch this beast.
Yeah,
No, I mean he.
narratively, I
Sorry,
feel
go
like
ahead.
Orkfo would not have realized it, but mechanically, Jeff knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
No, he's. I mean, he saw what you did, and he saw what the attempt was, and he knew there was always an ability to bring her back from the dead. So he wasn't necessarily concerned with friendly fire from that perspective.
She's totally gonna be a undead now. Sorry, bro.
Your bedside manner is top notch.
Romuel, I would like you to roll an Arcana check. The DC is 30.
What?
Does he have Bardic Inspiration? Or did he already use it?
It actually wouldn't matter.
Not that he can.
Yeah.
Continue.
Can I give him my inspiration? Well, what would I know? I would know these two.
I mean, mechanically, if you want to give him his inspiration on this roll, you can.
Yeah, I have that
30's
inspiration
really
from the one
high.
roll. Well, he had 16. Could he stack it and use the Bardic and my inspiration?
If you give him your normal inspiration, he'll re-roll and then choose if he wants to use Bardic Inspiration or not. Does that make sense? It's this first step is inspiration for the re-roll.
Got it. And you'd have to get at least an 18. So the chances of that are pretty low.
And I have a plus 10, so that's me getting an 8. And then the Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, you have a plus 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
definitely
that's
not
actually-
out of the realm out of the possibility for him.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. I'll give you my inspiration. You can reroll.
Okay, never mind.
Continue.
I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
Well, so Tingles is just pacing back and forth. I think he's just kind of appearing to be in a frantic state. While Meta also contemplating how he could use this to his advantage politically. There is a set, like, he's kind of struggling internally because there is a sense of he didn't realize how much he cared for her, kind of thing. You know, he thought it was just kind of all this game, but he's like, fuck, what are these feelings? Why am I feeling this? But also bouncing back and forth with the idea of how to use this to his advantage. Carry on.
They took my father. They murdered my mother.
And at the moment when you say that, he kind of snaps out of it. Can he bring her back to life? Naton?
Do you have diamonds?
I'm fucking rich as shit, man. I don't know.
Did
Probably.
you buy diamonds for resurrecting people at a king's coronation? I'm just kidding. If you have them in your inventory, you're good to go.
I don't know if I have those. I totally forgot that I needed that.
You can definitely have at least one diamond, practically.
Okay.
I like to imagine Tingles. If anything, he's like, use this on me if you need to.
Right.
Yeah, has the
I mean,
has the foresight to get at
Just-
least one set of diamonds.
Yeah, just make sure you.
If
take
not-
that out of your. I know it's a drop in a bucket for you at this point, but just make sure you take the price out of your.
If
Cool.
not, he just takes it off the queen's ring.
That's fair.
Oh, would you look at this? Okay, what's the cost of a diamond? Sorry.
It's in your spell description. It'll tell you how much the diamond needs to be worth.
Okay, sorry, 1 second.
Depending on which spell you're using. You did pace for a bit, so that I think the minute duration for Revivify is done, so it's the next step up.
No, I have raised dead.
Yeah, I think raised dead.
Does that still work?
Yeah, any
Or-
revivification spell will work as long as you have it. Or except for Revivify.
Okay. Yeah, dead no longer than 10 days.
Unless the death curse is back.
Only one way to find out. So you need to a diamond.
500 GP.
gold.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. I will remove that. Okay. And, I, cast Raise Dead, singing a sweet song. Wishing you were somehow here again. It's from Phantom of the Opera, Nate. Boom, she's alive. Wishing you were somehow here.
The queen is brought back.
I help her to her feet. And then I am visibly distraught and I fall to my knees.
Romuald,
Yes.
you get a message. It's a voice you haven't heard in a long time. Hey, Romuald. It's Eamon. Undead attack. A Sarac. Not much time. They're coming. I think they're taking it. And it cuts off.
I'll, oh, shoot, I don't have sending prepared or anything.
You technically can respond to it.
Oh. Yes. Where are you? What's going on? Well, he just told me what was going on, but...
If you want me to respond, like in his voice,
There is no response. Well, spell-wise, he cannot respond, at the very least.
A couple things come to mind. We still have some. Was it 2 more wishes if Tingles hasn't spent? No, Tingles can't spend wish, so we have 2 more wish spells from the ring. I also have a deck of many things, which could get lucky.
Yeah, I don't know. Based off tonight's luck.
Rolls. Tingles, do you want to become a dragon for a little while?
Tingles is kind of inconsolable and not really responding to anyone right now.
Yeah, I don't know how that'll help.
Could fly off and no one will fuck with you for an hour.
He's like singing a song in between tears.
If Heman was attacked, then I want to get a message out to Quaylen. I'm pretty sure if everyone who was involved with the Sarac before is under attack.
that thing seems to know you badgers. Us, well, you know what I mean. This Eamon and Quaylen. Were they former badgers?
That's right.
Yeah, Quaylen was there at the beginning.
And this is specifically targeted towards the badgers.
So we have to bring hell to them. But where are they? Did they even tell us? He obviously wants us to find them.
They appeared out of nowhere. But our court wizard, even if neither of you have a means of scrying, they took my father. Surely, our court wizard should be able to find them.
While you guys are talking, again, Tingles is singing and crying. I gave you my your soul take away, and now how you've been taken, I want to be awakened. This dream is a nightmare, and now I am scared of you. He stands up. You will curse the day you chose to wager all of the wrath of the badger.
Narratively, too, all around you, the fighting is ending. Guards or knights are running around, securing the area. They will be trying to escort you all off the balcony, out of the open air, into the castle itself.
Where's Blackbone?
Prince, King, Your Highness, would you like me to send for him?
As soon as possible.
Yes, sir. He's gone. It'll take a few minutes for Blackbone to be raised and brought. Anything you would like to do in the meantime?
Oh, Tingles raised Queen Cadmail's mother from the dead, correct?
Correct.
Cool. He is going to help her into the castle.
You'll escort it out, or off the balcony. Princess Bryson speaks up. Who was that?
I have no clue. But whoever it is, they know the badgers very well.
Badgers? Can you explain to me where my father is right now?
There's this Archlich, I think. Past Surak. We messed up his plans real bad. Stop the death curse, you might have heard of all that. But we nearly killed him. He got away. Apparently he's sour. I'm sorry.
And where did he take him?
I legitimately do not know.
And what are y'all going to do to get my father back?
I'm going to bring hell upon him.
She just like is stony faced. Eventually, Blackstaff, or Blackstaff, yeah, Blackstaff, right? That's his name.
Wizard Kyler Blackbone.
Blackbone. I think I have a Blackstaff in the other campaigns, or like as another NPC. Blackbone, yeah, Kyler Blackbone arrives.
What happened? They spin cove creatures, undead. Your Highness, your father's gone.
I saw. They murdered my mother, and were it not for Tingles knowing how to bring her back, she might not be with us anymore. But they kidnapped my father, and they kidnapped the
Lady Rallyhorn.
late Lady Rallyhorn.
And for good measure, though if anyone cares, Baron Thamasa.
I'm just imagining Realm feigning giving a crap, and Romuald. I don't know if like that's just my imagination at the moment, but yeah.
I think Cadmiel knows Realm well enough at this point, to an extent, to know there's not love lost, between Realm and her father, but she still does care for him as a fatherly figure. She doesn't trust him with a 10-foot pole kind of vibe, but she still loves him despite his flaws.
Yeah. Not
He's
like hoping.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he's
not-
yeah,
Not hoping he gets kidnapped by evil
yeah.
undead.
I'm gonna just assume you all tell Blackbone it's Esarak.
Yeah.
This is the one that you all fought for the death curse, correct?
Yes.
The Lich of Many Worlds. Did he say anything to you all?
Said a bunch of stuff, but I can't remember what it was. That he'd see us and all of that.
Short and sweet that he seemed to be after some sort of revenge, I guess.
Asarak,
You-
from what I understand, he likes his riddles. He likes his games. Did he leave you anything to bite upon?
Took my father and my father-in-law and Tingles' wife. 3 people, I believe, that we are all very familiar with. And I
Yes.
remember from last year, they were able to spy upon us simply by knowing who we are.
Yes, but did he leave you a riddle?
It has been long enough that I have forgotten. Like, in real life.
Yeah, I'm sure he did, but I can't remember.
I don't remember exactly how he phrased it, But as everyone disappeared, he was talking about how much he looked forward to this little game we're going to play. If only you knew the horrors that await.
We relay that.
He has a plus 13 to Arcana. DC is 20.
Would Ramiel be able to
Or
assist?
30. Excuse me, 30. Off of his failure earlier? Unfortunately not.
Wait a second. Yeah, had I known that you were about to do that, I would have asked this a minute ago. But, Tingles does have a bardic inspiration left, correct?
Yep. I have a couple, I think.
I will ask narratively, is Tingles coherent enough and in the planning mode to...
After his song, when he kind of stood up, that was him kind of re-entering the conversation.
You give your last bardic inspiration to War Wizard Kyler Blackbone.
I have one more after this, but yeah.
Oh. But minimum roll of a 1 turns a 29 into a 30. How many of you know the legend? The myth of the Tomb of Horrors?
I mean, I've been in a bunch of horrible tombs.
No. The Tomb of Horrors. Rama, if you'd like to do a fresh Arcana check, because you've studied a Serac in the past. Above table, has anybody caught on to it yet?
We going down.
I mean, I'll talk about it in a second. But if you want to do a fresh roll, you can, Romuel, now that you have like a direction. To see if you
Out of character, I think I know about this.
To be fair, I do think you have advantage on this because of your previous research on a Serac. So go ahead and roll again.
Jesus.
15 is enough to know of the legend of the Tomb of Horrors. This almost mythical, legendary dungeon that has been stories of it have been carried on for hundreds of years. You would have known that a Serac through your studies of our Tomb of Arc, that he loves crafting dungeons for adventurers to go and play his games, and he baits them with loot and watches them try to either struggle, usually die, traversing his little pet projects. The Tomb of Horrors is his most famous one. And, legends speak of the Tomb of Horrors. Above table, for those who do not know the D&D lore, Tomb of Horrors is, Tomb of Annihilation was kind of inspired by Tomb of Horrors, as you can see with Serac being the villain, there being a dangerous dungeon. But Tomb of Horrors is one of the earliest legendary module dungeons ever in D&D. Like Gary Gygax, the guy who created it, literally made the Tomb of Horrors itself. So it's been around since the very beginning of D&D. I feel like this might be a far stretch.
Nice.
But do any of you know the location of the Tomb of Horrors? Honestly, the answer to that is no. Not off of Romuel will be the only one who had a chance to know, and your rolls just have not been good enough.
My only guess is that it's somewhere practically inhospitable.
If the last one was any judge, the Cholt was pretty inhospitable. Not the whole country, but where the dungeon was pretty bad.
Well, it would appear we need to locate the Tomb of Horrors. What resources do we have available? That'll put some of my apprentices to work here with some of our libraries for some research. Romeo, do you still have connections with Candlekeep?
I could travel there tonight.
That is an option for research. Anyone else have any other ideas for trying to find this information?
We spent the past year traveling and attempting to form alliances with our near allies. Perhaps we could ask them of any information they have.
What allies would that be?
Our most obvious choice is Citadel Felbar, as Ramiel is already going to look into Candlekeep. I'm not expecting Citadel Felbar to have much more than us, but it can't hurt.
Yeah, I know a real old guy who might know.
I do know one other person who might have some idea.
Can I roll to see if through my business dealings I've gained any connections that might?
So I'll be pretty plain about it. Mechanically, you guys are going up against still a DC 30 check to locate the Tomb of Horrors. So wherever you go, and the flexibility would be either an investigation, a history, or an arcana check. Go into whatever resource you have at hand to give yourselves rolls. So like Orkfo going to Citadel Felbar, it'd be either history, arcana, or investigation check, DC 30. Same thing for you, Tingles, to research through your business connections, spread word out on the information you're looking for. It would take time, all these choices.
Yeah.
Same thing
I'm
with
gonna have a plus
Romeo.
10 on investigation, and I have I can do bardic inspiration, and I can give everyone else bardic inspirations.
So funny enough, for that check, unless you're going through them with the whole process, it's not going to be applicable because this is going to be a roll representing a period of time.
Got it. Okay.
Well, you can come with me to Candlekeep.
If you tag along, 100%, but essentially you would be giving up your roll potentially to do it. It'll be more time.
I think Candlekeep is our best bet.
And this other person, Romeo.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Kind of gives you a look.
I'm giving you a look too.
Well,
I'll real quick while I still have bardic inspiration, I will ask Jin, well, the guy in the ring, the genie in the ring, and Tark.
Oh gosh, I don't remember his name. I forgot about
Azir.
I haven't
your
written down.
downtime.
Azir.
Jin Azir.
oh, I forgot how to do his voice. It's been such a long time. I remember your inspiration for him. What's the guy's name from Oblivion? Right? Oblivion? Or was that Skyrim? No, it's Oblivion.
Both. Same voice actor for
Sheagorath. Sheagorath. I don't think I could do this voice completely, so, but we'll come out with it. I've been practicing a little bit of that, the like Irish-Scottish dialect. So we'll put a little bit on him. Oh, Orkvo, it's been a while since you've said hello to me. What can
Yeah, I
do for
figured,
you?
I've probably been bothering you, so I'd leave you alone to hang out with Tark. Say hi to Tark for me.
Is Tark in there? I can't remember. I don't remember at this point.
Yeah,
Oh, I
there's-
forgot.
after
in
we
there.
destroyed the soulmonger, like he tried to pull Tark's soul into the ring.
100%. That should be something we addressed on the 1 year of downtime. But
Yeah.
so I'll be honest, Jeff Orkvo. Do you think you would have? Because I do think that would have been something to be resolved during the 1 year. So do you think you have the ring in Tark?
I honestly don't know. I had forgotten I had it until I was just looking through my inventory.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Did you lose one of my characters?
All right. I'm gonna spend my bardic inspiration on this.
DC 20 is so what you're trying to do here. So ironically, there's 20 means you resolved it and you don't have the ring. If you fail, you have the ring, which is kind of sad. But, narratively, that the ring was resolved. Funny enough, that was like
a D12.
a whole adventure, because if I remember correctly, Riley, there was actually a group of people looking for it. And
Yeah, because the
nefarious
backstory.
people, but
Yeah, the backstory for that was like my character was goaded into stealing the ring or something, and so the after the genie went, you know, you would be a fine vessel to use for this. The previous owners of the ring were like, "That's my shit. Thank you very much."
yeah, so I like to imagine narratively those people catch up to you at some point, Orkfo. But you deal with them pretty easily, but that's when you go like, oh yeah, I've got this ring. And I don't remember, I had loose ideas about what the solution that would be. I think like the earth, the elemental plane of earth. I think it's the plane of earth. Stone? I think it's just plane of earth. You would have tried to drop off the ring and do like a whole thing on that. So I do feel like maybe Orkvo spends a couple weeks like figure out how to get to the earth plane and dropping off the ring to its rightful home. And I do think that through all of that, the ring is like destroyed and the Jinn and Tark are released to live happily ever after all that.
Excellent. Well, I'm fresh out of ideas, and I'll just start like drinking wine out of the alchemy jug.
I think one last thing, and then let's go ahead and call it as you guys process like your next steps for this. Rami, you're a popular person tonight. But first, so ironically, let's see. If I roll a 5 and 0, 5 or lower, this does not happen. Romeo? As Tatiana's voice reaches out to you. I just had some unexpected visitors. They seem to be very upset with you.
Upset with me?
Sorry, I'm going to finish all her 25 words, but I was thinking. They really wanted to take me in. A Sararak? What's going on? And that'll be the end of her message to you.
Alright. Just like with Eamon, I can't send a reply.
Well, you can still reply.
Oh, right, I can't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
5 words.
I was attacked as well. We know his location. Tomb of Horrors. And that'll be it.
Okay.
I've got one more appeal that we could make, but we don't have to do it tonight.
That's fine. What would you like? What do you think
The dragon god Bahamut might know where it is.
So none of you have channel divinity or any sort of clerical spells to talk to a deity. But I guess you could spend time to speak to the priests here and like the new quote unquote archbishop. You stab him, make sure he's not a secret evil dragon. But they could potentially do that. But again, that would be a time consideration thing.
Yep.
So
For sure.
I do think that's an option, right? It's 100% an option. She does send one more sending to you, Romuald. Let's see if it goes through.
Nate, I like how we shape up what Tark was doing and then immediately go into the person who killed Tark.
No, I've really
Yeah.
thought about that. Yeah, it's ironic. You know my expertise. So if you wish to research the subject, my door is always open. And that invitation extends to the Badgers in general. Though I know things do not end on positive notes. Though I hear Quaylen's alive, which I'm happy for you all. Her message is done. You can respond if you like.
If you tell me what you know, then once it's over, then I will travel to the Shadowfell, where this scroll will take me. Just so I know, is that because she's sending it through another plane?
Above table, yes. There's a 5% chance of it something through a plane. That's me giving Justin, little hints about the greater scheme of things. Let's just say I am personally upset with what Aserak just attempted. I have information to share. But only if I can come. I think that's enough for message.
I'll just reply, we should meet.
Be pretty cool if she just teleported here right now.
You get a response. Or a response. This is my last. We should meet. My door is always open. I think you know that. But if you're not comfortable, When and where? Oh, I forgot to roll the D100. Did you even get that message? Ooh!
Outside Candlekeep, I suppose.
Do you want to add the wind to that?
Tonight?
She did say it was her last one, so
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, this is weird. Roll an Arcana check. So this is like super mechanic meta, right? So what's level? If she's out of 3rd level spells, you know she's not probably teleporting anywhere for the night. So I think Romuald would recognize her limitations on spells at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Does
in
that
that
make
case,
sense?
I would say tomorrow night.
I
Yeah.
feel like you'd be like, okay, if she's almost out of, or if she's out of sending, then she's probably tapped out. And
Yeah.
so, yeah,
I just
So-
assumed everybody is in a rush. But tomorrow night,
tomorrow night. All right.
outside Candlekeep.
Okay. I say we end there. And then, oh wait, no, Romuald, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw real quick. Okay. The DC was 30.
And you died.
Everything blows up. Romuald, you are on fire and you're hanging off the edge of the balcony. And we'll find out in like 2 or 3 weeks, or 3 weeks if you're alive or not. Cliffhanger. And you're literally hanging like on the edge of a cliff. Sorry. That's just me making a joke.
I thought we were going to end that way for a little bit, the way the combat was going. It's like, well, we really are going to end with me and death saves. 2-week break.
To be fair, man, they dealt stuff out, but it didn't really I sorry, I forgot I actually did down your character, but the rest of your party was actually not doing that bad. Yep. So in a couple weeks, we will find out how you want to go about locating the Tomb of Horrors and what order of operations. And yep. Yeah, I literally have a shirt, and this was not 100% not the plan, but I was like, what I wanted to do for the final arc, I was like, well, I really like the idea of a Sarac coming back for revenge, and that'd be a really good climax, bringing back a recurring villain. And when I was researching it, I realized, oh, he made the Tomb of Horrors? I'm like, and it clicked in my brain from everything I read for Tomb of Annihilation. I actually have a shirt that's like, beware the Demi-Lich, and it says Tomb of Horrors on it. And I was like, I even have a shirt for it now, too. So that pretty much sold it for me, is that I wanted it to be the final arc. Yep. So Tomb of Horrors.
Well, now that we're tomb raiding, I really wish I could climb on walls again.
I'm not gonna lie, when I heard you switch out, I was like, he's gonna be so upset when he knows there's gonna be a tomb.
Yeah.
But now
right.
I can fly.
Yeah.
The arc is not gonna be, it's the idea is to get you guys from 16 to 20. But I will tell you, the Tomb of Horrors is not like Tomb of Annihilation in the sense that it's not as big, right? Like, hypothetically, I think you guys could clear the dungeon maybe in one night, depending on combat and stuff like that. It's not as nearly as extensive as Tomb of Annihilation, which I think will be nice. We're not going to be spending half a year clearing the dungeon. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
This will give you that.
So it's more akin to your regular Walmart compared to a Mall of America.
Yeah, and there are a lot more steps and stuff. There's things for you guys to get through, but I just did want to give that a heads up. Dungeon crawl, but don't imagine we're doing Tomb Annihilation again level. Just enough.
Yeah, we're
to
not
kill
doing
you.
a dungeon crawl through an aircraft carrier.
Just enough to kill you. All right, it's after 11, so I'm going to sign off. GG's. See you guys in a couple weeks.
Have a nice night,
GG's.
everybody. Bye.
Goody.